Yes, YouTube is having a weird bout of issues, and I don't know why.
Hey, what is up with that?
It typically takes like 20 or 30 seconds. Sometimes if you click it a bunch of times, it'll show up. So...
I'll just wait.
Yeah.
In the meanwhile, let me actually share the link to this stream in my Discord.
Yes. But no, we were talking. Have you?
But I forgot. I got distracted.
So when Kenji was like beefing with that Sayu girl, did you see what Legal Mindset said about it? He said that Kenji needed to be very careful because Kenji was basically making a legal accusation that could get him sued. And right after,
I'll be honest with you, I missed that whole thing.
Oh, you missed all of that?
I don't remember what it was that was going on at that time, but I just like didn't care. I didn't see it. I missed all of it.
Fair enough. So basically, Kenji called Sayu a pedophile, basically. Well, there goes the monetization. He called her a predator, basically. And when Legal Mindset watched that, he's like, here's the problem with this. Kenji has zero evidence that that is what Sayu is. This is a legal accusation that could get him sued. And like literally a couple hours to a day after that, Kenji like apologized to her. So I'm assuming that Kenji was aware of the fact that a lawyer said, bro, you're gonna get sued. And Kenji's like, oh, fuck, I better reach out and apologize.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And I don't understand, like, we were talking about how all these black VTubers are like attacking Lollipop, who again are also all black VTubers. And it's just like, do you guys not remember when Kenji got into this? Do you realize that like if you do this to some insane person, they're gonna sue you and you're gonna like become homeless?
Yeah,
I don't think any of them realize that.
You will lose that unless there is like unless they're able to find some sort of evidence. You are going to lose that 100% of the time.
Pretty much.
It's just not a good idea, right? No. And so like I was talking to Elko just now how I've gotten in arguments with like lollicons before because I'm not super into lolly, but I'm also okay with it. Like I have my line, right? Where I no longer am okay with it. But for the most part, have fun. I don't care.
Yeah.
Enjoy your cute little drawings. But I was getting in an argument with someone, and like I specified, right, that like, yeah, I don't think you're a pedophile. I just think this is like the interest that you are currently showing me is pedophilic in nature, right? I'm not accusing you of being a pedophile. I just think you have pedophilic thoughts. Is the way that I worded it. And someone that was anti-lolly got mad at me for not being aggressive enough. To which I was like, well, I'm not a fucking idiot. You fucking imbecile. Right? Like, the reality is that when you... Because they're like, oh, like, just say it how it is. And I'm like, I am saying how it is. Right? I'm saying it exactly how it is. Because if you decide that you're going to step too far on your accusation and what you're saying about someone else... that becomes a legal accusation. You are now causing a trouble. You are now the one that's in the wrong. You are saying something that is unproven true, right? Because you're an emotional idiot.
Yes.
Right? And you can't fucking have an argument without, like, taking it too far. Be specific. Be accurate. Be correct. Because that's the best way that you can avoid trouble.
Exactly. It's one of those things, like, even now with, like, Dr. Disrespect, like, I definitely think he is guilty of something. But since there's no specification, I'm not gonna say that, like, any specifics. All I know is he admitted to that he talked to what he thought was a child, and that he believes that the conversations at times went further than they should have. And then he left the internet. Maybe he should be gone from the internet. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, we talked about it on the podcast, and I said that there just isn't enough to go off of for me to really want to like be like, oh yeah, this guy's a bad guy. Right? Because here's the thing, right? Like, I have had conversations with minors, right? There are minors that I am friends with in the community, right? And we have had conversations about things like boyfriends and, like, like things like that. Things of that nature, right? That can be perceived as being, like, not a conversation you should probably be having with a child that isn't your child, right? But, like, we're pretty close friends, right? Like, I'm like an older sibling to them. And so they don't have an older sibling in real life, and they don't feel super comfortable talking about these things with their parents. So I don't mind offering advice where I can, right? As long as you're like a respectful adult about it, right? And so I don't know if that is what Dr. Disrespect meant by conversations that maybe were not appropriate.
Exactly.
His child.
Well,
right? But this could be something truly natural, like a totally normal conversation. Just
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I have to actually see the fucking messages to really like be like, yeah, no, okay, he was right. This is a bit much. This is weird. This is fucking weird.
I want to see those messages. And I don't want to see, like, I don't want to see the kid. I don't want to know anything about the kid. If there is a real, I will say this right now, if there's a real kid, I don't want to see them ever. But I want to see what was said. Because if I see something that is definitely bad, yeah, he should definitely be gone forever. But the thing that bothers me, the thing that people forget, is that he sued and won against Twitch.
Yeah.
So why did he win? Because, like, if it was illegal, he would have been gone 4 or 5 years ago when this all took place. The fact that, like, he sued and won means that there is something that the people in there are missing, and I don't like it.
Yeah. I again, like, just because of the fact that, like, he won. That's the big thing that makes me think, like, I think this is bullshit. Like, I'm leaning more so towards the fact that it was nothing, like, super insane. Right, it was like the most chill fucking conversation, probably. Right, that is just considered to be inappropriate just by the fact that it is an adult talking to a child that isn't his own, plain and simple. Right, that is inappropriate just inherently. I see you're running ahead. Let me catch up.
Where do you want me to?
You're good.
Okay, I'll wait here.
I was distracted. I see where you are. I can catch up to you pretty easily.
Okay. I'll stand here.
I don't know. I feel like nuance is something that, like, a lot of people just seem to be missing all the time, 24/7, in every single topic. And it's just so strange to me, because it's not hard to just be like, well, let's just be objective about something. But just everyone is just unwilling to be objective about things. Everyone just gets super emotional.
Well, I think the society has grown accustomed to there only being a right and a wrong choice, and if you're not on either or, they're just going to ascribe you to whichever choice you're not a part of. And I do think that's wrong, because there should be room to be objective in all things. And people don't know how to be it. At all. Like how the TVA hates Kiki. Okay, when it comes to Kiki, I'm not talking about her, because the stuff I've seen with 4chan, that kind of skeeves me out. And I don't know
who Kiki is.
She is a bunny VTuber. The big problem with her is she had... So the thing that got her on the farm's radar, Kiwi Farm's radar, is she did a not safe for work tag stream where she talked about her favorite tags. One of them was toddler, which, you know, obviously is going to turn people... That's going to turn people off immediately. Now, that led to people looking more into her, and they found stuff of her on 4chan, and apparently, and I don't know who it was, but apparently there are sources that they can confirm are to be good, saying that everything said about Kiki is true. Now that's basically a he said, she said, so I don't know what to think. But what I do think is I don't want to talk about Kiki, and I think that Kiki, can we trust it? She was on 4chan, so at the very least, I don't know. There is enough smoke when it comes to Kiki that I don't want to touch it ever. And I will say this: there were people that wanted us to talk about it, and we told them no, because there were people that wanted us to talk about it because they felt like Kiki was being wrongfully hurt. And I just can't. Like again, Lolicon is Lolicon. It's your thing. You do what you do. But like some of the stuff I saw that again wasn't part of that live stream. Yeah.
Careful. Oh, you are so lucky another tree fell. Don't run that way. Don't be careful. Be very careful. There's a chest here.
Yeah.
God, that I don't know what that reminded me of like a friend of a friend that I found out. I say friend of a friend. It's someone that like I talk to, right? Like someone that I talk to. But it just wasn't someone that I was close with. That I found out was like into like diaper stuff.
Now I will say
and, like toddler play.
Oh.
Which is like, okay, that's fucking weird. And then I found out that she also works at a daycare, and I was like, okay, I'm not talking to this person anymore. Nope.
Now,
nope.
I will say that like some of it, I have had extensive talks with some of these people because again, I wanted to learn like what about it. For some of these people, it's like a trauma response.
Yeah. Yep.
And for some of them, they've claimed that a therapist has okayed some of this, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I was actually gonna say, I mentioned I was having a conversation with like a mutual of mine on Twitter recently.
Which way do we
about
go?
like our thoughts on like, we have to go left. You should come back and heal though. So we have to run left after the ball passes, and there should be a path first to enter. But I was having a conversation with her about it, and I was telling her like a big part of the reason why like I have a bit more nuance when it comes to like lolly stuff, even though I'm like, for the most part, pretty against it. Is because I have friends that are lollies or into like lolicon stuff, and like I've had a conversation with them about it, and I can understand, right? I can't bring myself to hate them over it, right? Like some of them are like victims of CSA themselves,
yes,
and so this is how they cope with it. The same way that, like, for example, I oftentimes cope with stuff by making dark jokes.
Yeah.
Right.
No, yeah, I agree.
Like, I think a lot of people understand the concept of using dark humor to cope, right?
Are we going up or down?
And so that's, we want to go up.
Okay, I'll wait for the next one.
He gets hit by a ball. Yeah. But yeah, and so like it's something that I can understand, right? Like that was the way that she put it for me, and I was like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. I make dark jokes all the fucking time, right?
Whoa!
So I get it. Ow. I fucking hate this thing. You might want to move out of that path, like ASAP.
I'm gonna be honest, I think the contraption is kind of cool though.
It is. You can change the direction on it. We're gonna do that actually.
Okay.
Whee!
Goodness. No, yeah, it's definitely a complicated thing because I feel like in some ways there's stuff that I feel like people are missing. In other ways, it's just like I'm just gonna leave you alone and hope that you're safe to be around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That looks like death.
I'm gonna turn it to face that way. So.
Okay.
That way down that way is progress, by the way. That path over there, that's progress. But there's stuff you've missed, so we should probably go back and grab it.
Okay.
This thing sometimes turns on its own for me. I don't know why. I don't know why. I'm not gonna pretend like I know why.
What does?
I'm just gonna hope it doesn't happen.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And again, like I understand that like with the mental cope, like you know, because I had dysphoria as a kid. Like there's a lot of different ways that I cope with shit. I don't think that I don't ever think I thought about it, but I do think that like me as a Babaniku, doing what I do kind of helps me to cope with some of the problems of my past. Is this an elevator?
There's an elevator here. Yeah, you want to use it? Get in it.
I feel like you realize if I die, if I die,
there's a way out at the bottom there. There's a way out at the bottom there.
I see that.
There's a way out. Did you get out?
Yeah, I'm out.
Okay.
Oh, there's a mimic! No!
Oh, did you try the mimic?
Yes!
I'm such an asshole. I'm sorry. I just couldn't not. I couldn't not.
That's great. Oh, thank you, Simon, for the raid. Welcome. Showing anti-lolly person dragon maids, they lose their minds. Yes. I'm trying to remember if I have any spare humanity. I have twin humanity.
Well, is one of those that's weird to me, because it's like, I can see why people would enjoy this. It's fucking adorable. It's so fucking adorable, right? And even the stuff that people are like, oh my god, this is like lolicon bait. Like, they make the little girls, like, hug each other and have, like, weird thoughts. It's just like, whatever, dude. Just enjoy it for what it is. It's fucking cute. It's you know, it's children having a fucking giggle, right? Like, that's fine, right? But I will say the people that are like, oh, you know, yeah, I sexualized the dragon from this. Yeah, you know, she's a literal toddler, but she's like 1,000-year-old dragon, so it's fine. It's like, well, yes, but also by that same logic, she is a dragon, and therefore she ages at a different rate. That's like trying to like incriminate frogs for having fucking sex while they're like a couple, like a year old, you know? Like, you know, it just doesn't make any sense.
I guess I can see that. All right, I need my humanity back before I can summon you.
Yeah, she's a
about
1,000-year-old dragon, but 1,000 years old in terms of dragons is like a toddler. So like, shut up. You're still a fucking like you're still being a fucking pedophilic about it.
Mimic had some takoyaki. Anime girls are anime girls. Who cares? I don't know. I'm just of the mind where it can be a red. In my opinion, it can be a red flag, but I just hope that it isn't.
Yeah, I was telling Akko that, like, I draw the line at the point where you acknowledge that it is a child. Like, for example, that one meme that was, like, really popular on Twitter recently, where, like, it was like, oh, like gamer, like, aspects of a gamer, and then it's got, like, all of his, like, stuff pointed out. And then it says child GF.
Yeah.
That's pedophilic. Like, the second that you acknowledge that it's not a, like, you know, for the longest time, the big cope was, oh, it's fine. She's 1,000 years old. It's not an actual child, right? Like, it's an adult in a child's body. Okay, fine. That's cool. I'm with you, right? Sure. No problem. The second that you were like, okay, fine. It is a child, but it's okay, because it's not real. The second that you label it as a child, that's where I draw the line.
Uh-huh. There we go. It's like my bonk hammer from Elden Ring. It's not real. I know. And again, like, that, I just personally, like, it's one of those things again where I'm just like, okay, you do your thing. If it's your coping mechanism for whatever, great. I hope that's all it is.
Yeah. Again, it's just, I don't know. And the thing, something else about, like, the coping mechanism thing that people don't really talk about is oftentimes, like, people that get caught with, like, being pedophiles and doing things to children, you later find out that they were molested as a kid, so it's like, well, where does this coping mechanism lead?
Yeah.
So that's another, like, thing that people don't really talk about. Like, it's, you know, it's really easy to feel bad for someone that experienced a thing, right? But then the second they push that thing onto someone else, well, now it's an issue.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. Moralizing over anime sounds like some boomer Billy Graham from the 90s.
I don't know, it feels like we don't really do enough to really, like, to try to, like, prevent, right?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. They do talk about it, they do studies over it, and liking drawings does not equal actual abuse cases, TBH. That is true.
I mean, okay, so, as someone that has been friends with people that were lolicons then turned out to be pedophiles, I don't think it's right to be like, oh, it doesn't equal 100%, right?
I think it's like, it depends.
It's not common, right? Yeah, absolutely, it's not common. But don't sit there and be like, oh, I saw the statistics, it's 100%. Liking, you know, this is not at all associated. It's like, I don't know, Chief. I don't believe you.
Which way are we going?
Oh, let's go this way, because we broke down the wall over here.
Okay.
Never mind, we have to break it down again, apparently.
Oh, you have to break it again?
Yeah.
It's more common to see aunties get caught? Huh? Yeah, kicking kids off the internet would help.
It's more common to see anti-lolicons get caught. It's more common to see that because most people aren't lolicons. Like, that's not a reasonable, like, equation to make.
So which way are we going? This way?
Is this thing not gonna shoot us?
I'm waiting for you.
It stayed moved where it was. And again, for the record, I'm not trying to have the anti-lolicon like argument here. I'm just saying there's nuance to it, and to say that like lolicons are entirely they're entirely innocent is fucking nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, you're not gonna win that argument. Not with me.
No, I agree. I think everybody has to admit that, like, there is impurities everywhere, and it doesn't matter what your fandom is. There's gonna be bad people in all of it. I just think that, like, not putting a complete label on every person is
fuck's sake!
Is important.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like, you're gonna find people that are pedophiles in every single demographic, even if it's completely unrelated to lollies.
Uh-huh.
Just because, you know, they exist. They're out there. Right?
I'm gonna get hit.
You are gonna get hit.
I'm dead.
Oof.
I'm so upset. At point it boils down to not being lolicons and just people. I could say the same argument about violent video games. No, yeah, you're not wrong.
I get you, but so this is where my problem lies, right? My problem lies is that I have a problem with people trying to normalize pedophilia, right? And lolicon very, very, very easily falls into that, right? I was telling Occo about a meme that I made,
Don't share your meme just yet.
I'm not gonna share the meme. I'm not gonna
You gotta
share the
save
meme.
it so that you can upset everybody.
Yeah. I'm gonna save it for whenever there's like a rainy day and I'm like, wow, the world sucks today. Let me make it worse. But I have a really strong meme. Okay. That I think is gonna piss off a lot of people, but I'm not wrong, and I know I'm not wrong.
No, I don't think you're wrong. Not necessarily. Okay, bro, I'm off my game today. I guess I joined at the right time? Sure.
But normalization is a carbon copy of the feminist frequency argument against video games. Yeah, and you know, trying to like just equate an argument to another argument because you don't like it is also a carbon copy of how fucking like of how leftists argue. So what's your point? Again, if you really want to go there and be stupid, we can be. But I think it'd be better if we just have fun.
Let's talk about how much you hate Elden Ring.
Oh yeah.
Because I did kind of make that part of the thumbnail for memes.
True.
There we go.
Man.
Keemstar's getting married? Yes, Keemstar's getting married to his child bride.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Keemstar, well, he's like in his 40s and she's like 18 or 19. So everybody calls him a pedophile for it, and I'm like, that's not true. She's an adult, bro. Shut up.
At what age do we allow women to consent, chat?
18. That is I feel like 18 is good enough.
At what age? Oh, but you know, dude, I remember as a teenager. Okay, I remember I was a teenager and I was a big fan of Louis C.K. growing up. And I remember when the whole thing happened with him, right? So the whole deal with Louis C.K. was that he showed his penis to consenting adult women between the ages of, I think, 20 and like 24. Right? Consenting adult women. And he got in trouble because he's famous. Because these women were fans of his, and so they were somehow, I guess, groomed. Because, you know, how are they supposed to say no to someone they're a fan of, right? Adult women don't have the mental capacity, clearly, to, you know, be able to consent if the person's famous.
Ring of Steel protection.
So, I remember as a teenager seeing that and being like, okay, so at what age can we expect women to have the fucking brain cells to be able to consent? Like, at what age or do we consider women to be mature enough to like make their own fucking decisions? This does not happen, by the way, with relationships between like male fans and female famous people. This
people
is
never talk about it.
Like, no, never. This is exclusively a female issue. So,
it's very sexist of the world.
At what age, chat? Can we comfortably say, okay, this woman is an adult? We can trust her, you know? She doesn't need a man to make her decisions for her, right? At what age? I'm gonna get hit. Yep. I'm fine.
Oof. Where does it need to get pushed? Out this way?
Yeah, from this end that way.
Okay. 75?
You know what? I agree! Dude, I agree! I'm down to bag an old biddy.
Oh, goodness.
But wait, does that mean I have to be an old biddy?
Yes.
As well? Alright, chat. Look out for my OnlyFans in 40 years?
40 years. Whenever they're legally adult. But see, Chad, that's not how this works.
Yeah, we already said that you can get your entire comedy show and your entire career as a comedian canceled if the women are between 20 and 24 and you happen to be famous.
And they're not hot tall enough.
At what age is it fine?
There is now also the height of consent I'm sure you're familiar with the height of consent.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
a dead end. I'm not walking
It is a
off of
dead end.
this.
There's items though around here in these cages.
But I can't
Can you
get
open
them.
these yet?
I couldn't open that one. Or that one.
Oh, we don't have the key yet. I don't remember what the fuck the key is, dude.
Oh, is there... Hi there. There's a person.
Yeah, there's an NPC in there. Yeah, that's the I can't remember what the fuck he does. I
Logan.
think he's a wizard. Oh, it's Logan! It's Big Hat Logan! That's the wizard man! That's the big wizard man!
Okay, we'll find a way to get you out, Logan.
I think we have to go back down to where the mimic was. I think the key's down there.
Oh, lovely. Okay. No, but like, I
Go
find the
this
whole
way.
conversation about how women can't consent once they're 18, it's just like, bro, I don't care if she's like 4 feet. If she is 18, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
By that logic, rest in fucking pepperonis, like people with dwarfism.
Mm-hmm.
They're literally being ableist with that take. That is an unironically ableist take.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, you can hear the fucking thing. It moves on its own. Who's the fucking cunt? It's fucking moving this thing. God,
Oh, I'm so sorry. Did I do that?
I hate this. No. I was like, okay, the ball passed, and then walked into the stationary ball and killed myself. I hate this game. I hate this game so much. Chad, this is the worst one, okay? I don't give a fuck how much nostalgia you have, alright? This is the worst one. The only thing good about this game is the fucking map. This game has the best map. That's it.
Can I re-summon you, or do I have to...
Bloodborne's the worst one. Cope. Yeah, you can. I can come back over. I just have to kill a few things, unless you want to come all the way back to the entrance.
Okay. Where am I going? Down that way? No. My big issue as well as people on Twitter attack Lollicons more than they attack Dr. Disrespect. I don't know.
I don't know about that, Chief.
I don't know.
Disrespect on a pretty massive scale. People that would never dare to fucking drop their opinion on like the whole lolicon thing will gladly be like, oh yeah, this guy's a pedophile. Yeah, guys, look at me, I'm so cool. I look at that. I agree with the internet. You guys should love me now. Jacksepticeye. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's easier for people to
That
just
dude
be like,
grows big ass legs.
yeah, he does. I think it's easier for people to like to shit on people that they know will never respond because they're like too famous for them. Like I saw an argument recently where someone was like, "Oh my god, why don't people hate what was her fucking name? It was an artist complaining about this other VTuber that's pretty big.
Fillion?
What's her name? Fillion, yeah. The whole Fillion thing. And they're just like, oh my god, like no one says anything because she's famous. It's like, oh, this is a small VTuber, they get cancelled immediately. I'm just here like, dude, I shit on the artist all the fucking time. What are you on? I am not small, on the contrary. Because of the fact that they are so big is why you feel comfortable saying that. You would never say that shit to me.
Mm-hmm. I feel like I've gone in circles. I have.
Because, like, you know they're not gonna respond. You know that you can safely give your fucking take.
Mm-hmm.
And then they immediately, like a couple messages later, were like, oh, this left my bubble. You know, it's like, yeah, no shit, you idiot.
Well, it's just
you don't feel comfortable saying this
They
outside of your
do
bubble.
reverse it, you ass game!
I told you! I fucking told you, they change it. Dude, I tell you, they move it on their own. It's such bullshit.
What the fuck?
So aunties never go after Gura? Yeah. Well, like, they'll say shit. They won't go after Gura. They'll say shit. They just won't actually do anything because they know they can't. But aunties will gladly talk shit about Gura all the fucking time. It's not hard to find anti-Gura stuff on the internet. Because the fact that she's so big, she's never gonna respond.
Yeah, just look at what was that one woman that was trying to go on the anti-Gura crusade. Wasn't Melanie Mack, but it was another woman. Was trying to go, oh, she's pedo baiting. It's like, bro, shut up. Oh goodness. No, the whole well, here's the thing that's funny. When it comes to our podcast, like, I know for a fact that people like talk about how much they hate us behind closed doors because I've seen it.
Oh, absolutely.
I have seen it. But they don't dare.
I fucking hate these goddamn fucking swinging saw blades. Whenever I'm in a rush, I just can't do it. I just can't fucking do it. Are you at the start already? Do you have the restart?
I restarted because I died.
Okay, I'm gonna drop the sign at the start. But I was trying to rush to catch up to you, and it I just can't do the saw blades when I'm in a rush. I just can't.
Fair.
I fuck them up every time.
Yeah, just set it down.
But you were saying?
It's just like I know I've seen Twitter Spaces where people are like, "Oh, those under the tea people. I hope they get what's coming to them one day." It's like, bro, how about you say it to my face? But they don't.
They'll never.
And
They'll never.
The reason why they
if
don't.
Cora wasn't as big as she is, Twitter would be gone. I disagree.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, I don't think so. So here's the thing, right? Maybe it would be just because Gura. I think Gura is kind of soft. I don't think Gura is like a very aggressive person, right?
I just don't think she cares.
I think when you're small and you're not like aggressively like protective of yourself and willing to stand your ground, yeah, absolutely. Your Twitter will be gone, but not because you got removed, but because you deleted it. You're a fucking coward, right? Because again, I'm tiny. I'm a very, very tiny creator, and I talk my shit all the time, chat. I am not shy of talking my shit. I regularly drop N-words, F-words, all of them, regularly on Twitter.
Where'd you put your sign?
Like, I don't care. It's I put it right on top of the steps. Not that far up. Go back.
There
Go
it
back.
is.
Go back down. Oh, you got it. Okay.
What happened to Lita? Who is Lita?
But no one ever talks shit to me because they know that I can like hold my ground in an argument. They know that they're not gonna win that fight, and they know that they're not gonna make me go away.
Well, yeah, and like with us, like they know we're gonna laugh at them on stream, and they know that the moment that they step off of Twitter, there is absolutely zero power. Again, we have people in the comments for the podcast, and they're like, "Oh, you're misrepresenting things." It's like, no, I don't think so. I saw all of the things the nasty things you guys said. I know exactly why. Like, here's the thing, and people tend to forget this. Mass reporting works when there is actually something to mass report. There's a reason why a lot of people don't get suspended. There's a reason why some lolicons don't get suspended. And I'm gonna be honest, when it came to Lullaby, I know why she got suspended. It's because they mass reported her and she had content on there that was very suggestive, and even if it's not against the law, that's what got her suspended. But
my old account was suspended because there was the only thing that they were able to find to mass report was year-old tweets of me saying I'm gonna kill you to friends because they called me flat. It was entirely like a joke conversation, but that's what I got suspended for.
Yeah. No, yeah. I like die, bitch, in Minecraft.
That's what they can use, right?
Yeah.
But as long as you're like following the rules, they can't suspend you for nothing.
No,
they literally can't.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just one of those things where like when the person came into our comments, she's like, "Oh, I got suspended unfairly, and now I have my VGen is gone, and I have to talk to family about this because I can't make any money more." And it's like, okay, that's your fault because you said something that Twitter thought was worth getting rid of. Like, it's not like, people probably reported your account, but there's a reason why you're gone. And it's because you broke the rules.
You gave them something to report.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lullaby Lita. Yeah, oh, yeah. No, like, again, I don't think that anybody in Lollipop is bad, but, like, if you're a lolicon and you want to stay on Twitter, there is content that you should not post because it will almost definitely get you removed. And I only know that because of what I see.
Is it not fucking coming?
No, it's the second one.
I don't understand.
It's the second one, I think. So, like again, all those people are like, "Oh, this one person got suspended and it's their fault," and it's like, yeah, guess what? You did the exact same thing.
You're gonna get shot. There you go. But yeah, like for the most part, people feel more comfortable talking shit about about larger creators than smaller creators.
Yeah.
Just because they know that they're not gonna come back to them. The only case scenario where they would talk shit about a smaller creator is if that creator makes themselves, clearly weak.
I'm gonna wait.
And like an easy target. That's the one case scenario where they'll actually go for smaller creators if it's very clearly an easy target. I'm moving it, by the way, so you shouldn't get shot.
Okay.
Yeah. This way.
Where are we going?
I think. No. This way.
Careful, you're gonna get hit.
Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. I forgot I moved it that way. I'm so stupid.
Oh no!
I'm so dumb. chat. I'm a fucking idiot. I just moved it there too. I forgot my name is Rosa Milano. It gets me every time. We do these like every like 2 to 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So I have just enough time to forget that I made that joke, and man, I'm hilarious. Good job,
that was
me.
so good.
I'm coming.
Okay.
I can't remember which way it is to get to the spot that we were at.
Oh, maybe this
before
is where we
it takes-
go.
Takes you to the elevator. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But that's progress. I think it's down. It's the path going down. I'll be over there in a sec. I just need to like survive this shit.
No, I think I found the way we're going. I think. Just go back to the boulder room and I'll resummon you. People aren't too smart when their accounts get removed for something they consciously posted. Yeah, exactly. Like, and when that person came into our comments, I was like, no, there's a reason why you were suspended. Like, I'm not gonna tell them that in the comments because, like, I don't care. And, like, they know why they got suspended. I don't, like, listen, I don't feel bad if you got suspended for some dumb shit you said on Twitter that got reported, alright? Do you wanna know why I sensitize myself so much on Twitter? It's because Elon made it worse. I mean, it's always been bad, but, like, I swear. I'm very careful about what I post. Even when I joke around with the defending lolicons, I just know that people on both sides are rabid enough that you can get suspended for whatever reason. So
Yeah.
you just don't, there's just certain things that you don't say or do. So to that person, oh well, so sorry, maybe you shouldn't have gone after these people unfairly. Because I will say it right now, Lollipop was attacked unfairly, and they shouldn't have been. And I don't think anybody should have been hurt, but I don't feel bad for you either. So, you know.
I think it'd be more, you know, look, if you ever get mad at someone, just call them a slur. Easy. Don't argue. Don't say anything silly. Just call them a slur.
Mm-hmm.
It's foolproof.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fuck. As long as you don't threaten them, you can call them all the slurs. Trust me, I know.
Your tweet might get limited to very few people that can see it, but, you know. Excuse me.
Well, so some slurs are safe.
Yeah, I know.
Like the N-word. As long as you use the A, not the hard R.
No, yeah. I've seen people do that before, and it's typically safe.
It's a safe slur. They can't nuke it because well.
It's a song lyric, technically.
Well, it's not even that. It's just there's one demographic of people that would actually be affected by this, and it's not white people. So, that's why they can't get rid of it.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just like, it's just really funny. Cause like, these people don't understand how to not get suspended. It's like, why do you think I'm still here? Like, my account, I'm pretty sure with the amount of people that have blocked me, my account's been probably reported multiple times because people hate me. But there's a reason why it's still here, and it's because I don't say KYS on Twitter, okay? So, Lollipop can use the N-word with the A all they want. Yeah, they're, as far as I'm concerned, they are
Anybody
all
can.
good.
Anybody can use the N-word with the A on Twitter. Literally anybody. You are allowed to, and they can't ban you for it, because the issue is that if they were to, you know how like for certain like laws they change stuff around because certain groups are affected more than others. Yeah, if they were to ban the N-word with the A, there's a certain group that would be affected more than others.
Oh yeah.
And it's as long as that group that's being affected more than others isn't white people, they can't change it.
Yeah.
The only group that is allowed to be affected more than others is white people.
The Yumi stuff struck me as you started this fight. Why are you shocked? You know, yeah, like literally all of them. And again, this is where I'm like with Bambi.
It's
like
this way.
I was like, Bambi, you're gonna make all these people victims.
My sign is down, by the way. It's in that room.
Okay, I'm gonna wait.
The corner to your left.
Yeah, I see it. It's like, Bambi, you're gonna make these people victims, and unfortunately, that's like what they're trying to do. You just gotta like sit it out. And I know it sucks, because you want to fight back and you want to stand up for yourself. But there's a point where you make it so bad that you're damaged forever, and I don't want to see that for you guys because you're just getting started.
Yeah. Also, some advice: whenever you want to get into an argument with someone on Twitter, never bring anyone else into it. Ever. Just handle it by yourself, because then they can't say shit.
Are we sure
They
it's
can't
this way?
accuse you of mobbing or whatever. It was this way.
Okay.
I figured it. Found it. It's here. It's gonna be a little bit difficult to get onto because you have to get onto it when it's on the way down, so you're gonna take some fall damage.
Yeah, I know.
But we can do it. I believe. It's such a cruel trap. But
Oh, shit. Are you up first? Yami got boomeranged.
Okay,
Yes.
I'll go first. But like I love the little subtle thing with like there's blood on it. You're just kind of left to like be like, why is there blood on it?
There's probably somebody here with low HP. Okay, let's shift gears a little bit. You've been playing the Elden Ring DLC.
Yeah. I haven't played it a whole lot. I only played it like 3 times with Jazz.
How far have you gotten?
Because we didn't do very like anything last week or this week. So I played it 3 times last week. I've beaten the lion, the chink lion as I like to call it. I've beaten the what's her fucking name with the fucking dual swords?
Renala?
Rihanna? Rihanna. I'm calling her Rihanna.
Rihanna?
Yeah, because the double L's. Wait. Well, I'm pretty sure that's death.
Why are we down here then?
I don't remember. But my brain is telling me that is probably the void, and it should be avoided.
You are. Oh, do we go this way?
I think so.
Uh.
Oh look, this is perfect. Little right. There's a little red sign here. Yep, that's death.
Okay. There is like the platform down there.
Let's get this way. It's here. This ladder.
Oh, okay.
I heard someone get spawned in. We just got invaded.
Oh, shit.
Come up.
I have no more healing.
I do.
Where are they?
I'll kill them. Just wait.
Okay.
And over there, so they can't come from over there. For sure, come from here. Somewhere in front of us. Hopefully we can't move the ball thing, right? Send the ball down this way, surely.
That's a good question. I assume we'll figure out really quickly.
Yeah. But yeah, I beat Rilana, and we've beaten Bale. And aside from that, we just kind of exploring around and having fun. So that's about how far I've gone. So, like, after we beat Rilana, we were like, let's just fucking explore and try to find more of the fucking Skidoo fragments, because this shit's just not enjoyable. Some quick notes. Jazz in New Game Plus. I'm in New Game Plus 2.
Yeah, I think I'm in New Game Plus 3.
Co-op. Yeah, obviously we're also doing co-op, which is like buffing the HP on enemies by quite a bit.
I bet.
So that's not super fun. And again, like we're not really like at first we weren't really actively going for like the fucking Skidoo fragments. The game feels less fucking obnoxious now.
No, yeah, I agree. Oh, there he is.
But yeah, I certainly have my thoughts on it.
You can share them if you'd like.
And that is that that game it's not a Souls game. The connection in this game is glorious, dude. Glorious. Gotta love it.
What?
Yep. It really is just that easy. You just have to just kick the router, forehead. Just kick the router. Welcome to Dark Souls 1 PV. I'm dead. I shouldn't have done a heavy attack there. You're dead.
Oh my fuck.
Yeah, I saw you attack and I was like, you're dead. Yeah, it's reminder, this is the game. This game's old. Okay, this game is old, and this game should not have been voted best game of all time because it's not.
At least I know where my stuff is.
So the philosopher, she was like, "What does that mean?" And I was like, "Do you have your index finger on the B button, on the circle button?" And she was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "That's claw." And a lot a lot of Souls players are gonna fall into that because it's a really comfortable control scheme for this game. It allows you to look around and dodge at the same time. The difficulty in Dark Souls is not the enemies. It's never been the game itself. It's just the control schemes. It's the learning curve of gaining muscle memory over the controls so that you can react appropriately to whatever's in front of you. Right? Elden Ring takes that to an insane degree, right? Where you're kind of expected to either have challenge runner level of, like, muscle memory, like you're expected to just repeat this fight until you know it by heart, right? Millennia's to date the only boss I can think of where there is one specific way to dodge her and everyone dodges her the same way because it is only one way to dodge her.
Who? Melania?
Millennia's a gimmick boss. Millennia is essentially, like, when she does her waterfowl dance, it's essentially a QTE, except you don't get to see what you're supposed to press.
Yeah.
But you're supposed to press forward, left, down, etc. in order so you can basically walk through her fucking dance. It is literally a QTE, right? And everyone dodges her the same way, because there's only one way to do it.
Are you sure the stairs going down here is the right way?
I don't. No, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Are you down there?
Yeah.
What'd you find down there?
More rocks.
Oh. Come back up. I'm gonna put my summon sign in the room with the,
I need to go to a site.
Oh.
I wanted to get my stuff back because I didn't want to lose all my shit.
That's valid.
Oh, that's where this leads. Okay. Wait, if that's the case, then what does another boulder do over here? Does the boulder, like, burst? Oh, does the boulder have to go down that way? Because you remember... You said you remember going down this way, so maybe the boulder just needs to go that way.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think there's anything over there. I think that's just a dead end for fun.
Okay.
Was there an item there?
No.
Okay.
No, there is...
Yeah, I don't remember where the fuck the key is. I'm gonna try to go down there myself and see if I can find anything down there, but...
Hello, Mom and Ginny. How's my favorite ship-shifting changeling going? I don't know, how is Ginny doing?
Going pretty good.
That's good.
Going pretty good.
Have you started work yet?
Me? No.
Yeah.
I start work next week, Monday.
Okay.
I'm like nervous, but also excited.
Yeah.
Not to quote a certain school shooter.
Oh my gosh. Which one? The Supreme Gentleman, or which one are we talking about here? I hate that. I heard that that guy called himself Supreme Gentleman, and I was like, dude, that's such a faggot thing to say about yourself.
I don't remember which one. I don't remember which one the Supreme Gentleman is. So I don't know.
I just know one of them did, and I was like, dude, that just sounds so gay. Like, come on now.
Just the recent one. Sorry, it's just I was watching Hellman talk about it, like before I joined you, and so that kind of stuck into my head. And I was like, that's kind of how I feel about my job right now. I feel like
As death.
I am both excited and nervous.
I went 4chan for a moment. I've never been on 4chan, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, I forgot to shoot 3 times. Jesus, ow. I'm fine. But yeah, I start Monday. I'm excited to, like, see money in my bank account, but also I have to be good at the job to do that, so we'll see how that goes.
No! I was so close. I was going the right way, I think.
It's like manliest elf versus like most feminine dwarf, and it's just like like the elf picture is just like a woman, and then like the dwarf is just like a man.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's worst Souls game is like a Giga Chad versus like best like any other AAA title, and it's like a fucking retard. Okay. There's no comparison to be made there, plain and simple, right? FromSofts they have enough quality that they can afford, right, having bad game design in their game, right? And they also have the popularity at this point and the like, oh, just, you know, it's skill issue, like retardation to have their community just excuse every bad game design that they put in. That doesn't change the fact that it's bad game design, right? and it's just filled with it. There's just tons of it in that game, right? So just from the little bits that I've fought, right? My favorite fight so far is Bale. Bale is probably my favorite fight in all of Elden Ring, as a matter of fact. Bale is the only fight that I've fought where I feel like, okay, this is a Souls fight, right?
Yeah.
Maybe I got lucky and I had like the perfect amount of Skidoo fragments for it. I think I had like 5 or 6, like levels in it when I fought Bale. But it was the most fair fight, where I felt like every time like you can ask Jazz, right? Any other fight, I'm like dead inside. Like I'm just like, okay, yeah, another go. Okay, yep, here goes another go. And there was times where I would go in and just get immediately killed by Bale. Like I'd make no progress, right? So it's not based on my progress how excited I am, right? There was one attempt against the Chink Lion, as I'm gonna continue to call it forever until I'm told otherwise. Where I got him down to like a sliver, and I wasn't excited. I was like, well, you know, unlucky. Let's try again, because I don't feel like it's in my control, that fight, right? A lot of that fight is so there's the lightning phase, right, where it's just straight up RNG whether or not I happen to roll into lightning when I'm dodging the boss's attacks. And then there's the ice phase, where I have to specifically roll away from the boss whenever he attacks me, because if I roll towards him and prepare myself for a counterattack, I am going to I'm gonna get hit by ice. So I'm taking chip damage guaranteed if I'm, you know, actually trying to fight the boss rather than just sitting back and waiting for this phase to end. Right? Like that fight was it just wasn't fun, because it felt like whether or not I had enough HP. I know you can jump over the ice, but you can't always jump over the ice, and the ice comes in right after the basic attack lands, which means that if you jump, you're gonna get hit by the basic attack and you're gonna dodge the ice. If you roll, you're gonna dodge the basic attack and you're gonna get hit by the ice. There are certain ice attacks that, yes, you can jump over them. I figured that out. I'm not retarded. I know how to play the game. But the issue is that there's a lot of times where he's coming at you, and the only way to dodge that is to hit the dodge button. Because if you jump, he's just gonna smack you. And so you have to dodge away from him, because if you dodge towards him, you are gonna get hit. But also, if you dodge away from him, you can't capitalize. So now we're just wasting time. And it feels like that's kind of the case for a lot of the Elden Ring bosses. They're just kind of time wasters. Their movesets aren't actually all that interesting. They have like a kind of small subset of moves that they just kind of repeat. And you know, it's just tedious for a lot of the fights. Right? But fighting the lion didn't feel like it was up to me. It felt like I was just kind of waiting for the RNG to be nice, and for me to not get hit by the lightning so that I can survive the ice. Or if you had a partner, let the partner take the hit so that you can do the damage. That's what I did. I didn't use partners for that. So if I brought Jazz with me, the amount of damage that I would deal was so insignificant unless I'm using bleed that the fight was just gonna take fucking forever and we would run out of resources before we could get to it. So I just wouldn't summon anybody. The only thing that I did do was that the second I got into the lightning phase, I summoned some Radon Knights to basically go and like deal some damage to progress the lightning phase. Yeah. While I was further away, and I can avoid the lightning. So like that, I can take the RNG element out of it. Right? I get that Elden Ring is balanced towards you using the Spirit Ashes, but I don't like that, because that feels like I'm being shoehorned into a certain playstyle. I think that they should have had it balanced to a single-player experience, and then, you know, obviously left the Spirit Ashes for anyone that wants an easier time. Right? That makes more sense. Because I don't particularly enjoy fighting bosses with other creatures, because it fucks up with the boss aggro. And that's another thing. Like, the other thing I didn't like about the lion was just the boss aggro was just retarded. Like, it was the most jank thing to look at. It would just snap. Like, it legitimately looks like when you turn on, like, aim hacks on, like, a shooter. Right? And you, like, or someone kills you with aim hacks and you watch, like, the kill cam, and they're, like, snapping around. the boss would snap so unnaturally between me and other targets. And I was just like, dude, this like it feels like multiplayer was an afterthought, like legitimately. But yeah, so like that's why I don't like the lion, and I feel like it's just a lot of the fights are just gimmicks, right? Rihanna has a apparently she has a neat little gimmick where the more people that you summon, the faster she gets.
Really?
Yeah, apparently that's a thing. I saw someone like mention it. And like I saw like a video where like basically like again, for all I know this is fake and it was like modded or something. I didn't confirm this shit, so take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. I don't care, chat. I'm just telling you what I've heard. All right, this isn't me trying to like propagate some bullshit. All right, I'm just telling you what I am aware of, right? But yeah, apparently she gets faster with the more people that you summon in. That's a thing, I guess.
That's funny. I only ever summoned in my Spirit Ash, or my Mimic here.
Yeah. So the thing with Spirit Ashes is that Spirit Ashes don't add to the boss difficulty. They don't add to the health bar or anything.
Yeah.
Versus summoning like players, right? Which is again, here's another part of bad design. You are gimping yourself by summoning the NPCs that you're supposed to summon for these fights for the sake of like the lore and story or whatever. It's just ridiculous.
I didn't think of it like that.
Well, that's what's... doesn't matter what you're thinking of it. That's just what is actually happening.
Yeah.
If you summon in a friend, the amount of damage they deal is not enough to make up for the amount of HP that the boss has. And so it really does feel like if you're playing with friends, you have to use percentage-based damage like bleed or stuff. I am an idiot, and I forgot that in this game you do not jump with L3. You jump by pressing circle again. Oops.
Hi there.
I almost killed myself. I now have no health. Let me try to get that bonfire before I forget. There's a bonfire up here. You have to like drop down to get it. I'm trying to remember where the fuck it is.
I'm assuming it's past all of the axes that I keep falling down.
I found it. No, it's like all the way up top.
Yeah, past like all of the axes that are swinging.
Yeah, it's like past all that stuff. Just enough HP to grab the bonfire. Almost died.
Oh, for fuck's sake! I have no health now.
That isn't true. Says Sentier. She does not get faster with more summons. Was it a mod that I saw then? Again, like I don't want to claim that as true because I just saw a video without any like actual research into that. She does not get faster. No. Okay. It's like, is there actual like proof to this? Is this like, is there, or are you just saying that? Because again, I don't want to sit here and just propagate something, but I also don't want to just sit here and just take your word for it either.
All right, living on a prayer, chat.
Fuck me, that jump is so annoying. But whatchamacallit? Either way, it's just like her fight is so like insanely obnoxious.
Gosh, fucking damn it!
A big issue that I have, right, is the issue of these Skidoo fragments just in general, right? So they made the Skidoo fragments like buff you more now, and I know that's something they did because people were complaining and stuff. But the issue is not the difficulty, and I think a lot of people that are mad about the DLC don't really know how to express that because they're retarded. The same way that a lot of people that think Dark Souls is hard and they get like an ego boost because they're good at it. To understand why they're good at it, because they're also retarded. So it's just a lot of like back and forth babbling where no one knows what the fuck they're saying, right? The DLC isn't hard. It's just obnoxious. It's just tedious, and it feels disrespectful towards its core audience, right? That's why a lot of people are upset about it, because it's really fucking obnoxious that if someone is actively playing the game, right? Like even after release or whatever, in preparation for the DLC, because they want to be a certain level 4, they want to have a certain experience, for the DLC or whatever, right? To basically then turn around and be like, well, actually, what's that? You prepared for this DLC? No, we want everyone to have this experience, so go fuck yourself. You have to collect these items or else you're useless, no matter how strong you are, or how much you leveled, or how much you built. None of that matters. all that matters is that you obtain these items. This like completely just what's what I'm looking for. Just arbitrary item that you have to go around and grab, right? I saw people comparing this to Sekiro, but the thing is, Sekiro is its own game with its own systems, and it makes sense that in Sekiro, after every boss that you beat, you get an item, and then you use that item to get stronger, right? Just flat rate stronger, right? But Sekiro also only has one real playstyle, right? You're playing as the same, everyone's playing as the same character.
Here's the Paragod.
And you obtain these, you obtain these after killing bosses. And the game is balanced towards you, the player. This is not the case with Elden Ring. Elden Ring is its own game that has its own separate system, which is the soul system. And then now you're just stitching the system onto it haphazardly. And you're not making it so that the system is balanced so that after you fight a boss, you're ready for the next boss like that, right? Because it's not a linear game the way Sekiro is. So all you're doing is just force people to do obligatory exploration bullshit so that they can fight bosses. You see how that's, like, dumb?
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of just feels like a slap in the face to, like, anyone that's been playing the game since release and, like, took time to prepare and stuff, because obviously there was no way anyone would know that this would be the case.
Yeah,
right?
no, I know what you
mean. It very much feels like a purposeful, oh, what's that? You're our core audience and you wanted to, like, play this game a certain way? Well, actually, fuck you. No. We want you to have a hard time, just because. Not because the game is actually hard, or that we're actually even gonna make it, like, actually challenging. We just want to make it obnoxious to play, so that you can feel like it's hard.
Oh my gosh, really I did not have to do anything except run across that. I'm so fucking pissed off. I'm so mad. I am so mad.
The shortcut is right near there, by the way.
Okay.
Just so you know. You're gonna run up and to the left. Yeah, you're gonna run up to the left and you're gonna drop down to the right. If that makes any sense. Like, when you're going up, you're gonna probably see it. You're gonna probably see it.
It's drop
like
off?
Yeah, it's a little drop off there. You're gonna drop off into that, and that's where the bonfire is.
Sure, it's very easy to die there.
There's a little bit of fall damage. You'll be fine though.
I
like
need
to explore.
my humanity.
You know, like being forced to explore. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel about it. It's just not fun, right? And so again, like, me and Jazz are, I wouldn't say I'm over leveled, right? But I'm pretty well leveled for New Game Plus 2.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I should not be having a significant difficulty here.
Okay, you can put your thing down.
Aside from like the standard bullshit, I'm on my way up there right now. Aside from like the standard bullshit like scaling of Elden Ring, which is just on its own an issue, right? That they never ever fixed, right? Just the standard scaling. I've been doing some looking at like the like param files for Elden Ring because I've been working on like an idea that I had for an Elden Ring run, like a collab run with people. And so I've been looking like the param files, trying to undo some of the like difficulty increases that the seamless co-op mod adds. And the base parameters for the game just they don't increase the difficulty of the enemies, they just spike up the HP and damage. That's all they do to make the later game areas feel harder. They're not actually harder, they're just more tedious. They're just designed so that you run past things. Nobody fights the birds and giants in the fucking the big snowy place, the fucking mountaintops of the giants. No one does.
No.
Everyone just runs past everything because you can tell you're not supposed to fight those things, which is fucking silly.
I'm so glad that this is here.
I put my summon sign down next to the bonfire.
Okay. I'll be totally honest, I never felt forced to explore in DLC. The DLC hasn't felt as hard as the vocal minority says it is, but it feels like the typical Elden Ring experience. Well, what's funny is, I only have leveled up a couple of times the thing, and I'm almost half tempted to just like not level up a lot because I want to see if just how quote unquote hard it really is if you don't level up.
The like skidoo stuff?
Yeah, the Scotta tree shit.
Yeah, it's I mean, yeah, go for it. It's all just like, it's like, cause like I was going through it at first with like very, very few of them, and everyone's like, oh, you just gotta level up the thing, and I'm like, but I don't fucking want to. I did beat it eventually, cause I again, just proof of concept. It's just RNG. Okay, then I'll just keep doing it. I know it was just RNG to fight that fucking lion, so even though I could have picked a better weapon and arsenal for it, I was like, no, it's just a matter of waiting for me to get lucky. And that's literally what it was.
How
I
is
decided
that?
to like help my luck by using the knights.
Oh, they're
But that's
giants.
really all it was.
The giants are carrying the boulders. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. Seamless Claw mod parameters are stronger than the default game, by the way. Yeah, I know that. Again, I was messing with it. That's what I just said. I was trying to undo that. Because, so the issue is that the Seamless Claw mod doesn't take into account the fact that the game by default has parameters for this. Also, they're not stronger, they're additive. That's the issue. They're added on top of the existing modifiers. They're actually weaker modifiers. It's just, they're not replacing the existing modifiers, they're just adding on to them.
So I'm guessing there's a boss at the top here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bro, this guy was completely passive in my world. This little bitch. He's dead.
Yeah, I don't want to get in your way because you, since I can't walk through you, it's kind of difficult. Oh, he gave me his weapon.
Never card?
Ricard, whatever. Okay, one of these is a mimic.
No, neither of them are. You can look at the chain.
Oh, does the chain mean it's not a mimic?
The chain faces towards you, it's a mimic.
Faces towards me, what do you mean?
The chain, so you see how it's like coiled away from us?
Yeah.
It's a mimic, it's coiled to face us.
I see. I was about to get really pissed off if you were looking at me there. Because I was like, I don't know if I can really trust you.
I kinda wish. But no, I'm being genuine.
Okay. Appreciate that. The scouted tree fragments are a reason to explore, but I felt more inclined to explore for the scenery and items. Fragments felt like something to get.
Yeah, the scenery is really nice in the DLC. I like the visuals. The visuals are really nice. The items are kind of hit or miss, I feel. Yeah, I can't think of a single weapon I've found yet where I'm like, wow, this is awesome. I can't wait to use this from now on.
Whoa!
I know Jazz has, but I think it's just like the matter of like my build. Like the battle stuff doesn't really fit with it.
Yeah, I haven't changed my build at all when I haven't even leveled up once. I've just gotten the scouted tree fragments.
I wanted to... Well, I mean, leveling up is useless.
Yeah, at this point it is.
It's literally useless. They did that purposely. But, a lot of the whatchamacallit? I purposely tailored my build so I have a lot of variety in weapons. Because I wanted to, do a thing where, every time that I beat a Remembrance boss, I'm not going to use that weapon again.
Well,
that's also part of why I wanted to keep fighting the Chink line with the same weapon, even though I could have picked something that was gonna basically be the same thing but stronger. That's why I just kind of kept at it. Because again, I knew it was RNG and it was just a matter of time.
Is that the boss?
That door, yeah.
Okay.
Let's go up here first, though.
I'm assuming that if we don't kill something up here,
there's a boil up here. I'm
Can you heal yourself?
No, I'm out of healing.
Oh dear.
I'll be fine though. I'll be fine. Just gotta not get hit. Easy.
This is why I'm planning to stream Elden Ring, a different build altogether.
The only HP that matters is the last one.
Okay. Is there anything that way, or? There was a pathway over to the right.
No, not really.
Ooh.
There's one thing we missed, like an NPC, but it's not important.
Hi there, buddy.
Boop boop. I don't think I'm gonna do much damage to him. I think you're gonna do a lot more damage. Yep. Good shit. Keep hitting him. He might fall over.
I feel kind of bad.
Stuck.
Is he stuck?
There he goes.
Oh, this
wobbling.
poor man. So if we kill him, does the rocks come through the dungeon anymore, or is he just gone? Examine the ring of light.
Yeah, that.
So the boulders are gone now.
Yeah.
Okay. Am I winning? It looks like
I
it.
think so. No, I think the boulders still happen in this area. If I'm not mistaken.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, I did not want to get...
I now have to fight the boss by myself.
I am getting
okay,
pulled
though.
away.
Yep.
Oh dear.
To space with you.
Oh, that's pretty. So now we actually get to see the city.
I don't remember what the fuck I was doing with my build.
This is quite the pan shot. What up?
I think I
Hello,
was just leveling up bits
Chaz.
and magic. Hi, Jazz!
So now I'm on my own.
Don't worry, I'm on my way. I just can't fight the boss.
Okay. Is
Shouldn't
he?
take me
Oh,
too
he's
long.
just sitting there. I can talk to him. Oh, they can take me back down. I see. So if I talk to them, then you take me back down. I getcha. How goes it? It goes. It goes very well right now. We just beat the Iron
Provided.
Golem. I see. I see, I see.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I forgot. That's a shortcut back to the beginning. Yes. There is a cage. Hold on. So if you go over to where the boss is,
Oh, okay, hold
and
on.
you head back down, there's a cage that takes you back to the
To the beginning.
yeah, down where all the other cages are, so you can actually use the cage key.
Oh, do I have a cage key now?
I mean I do, so I'd hope you do. Oh, this does not take you as far as I thought it was gonna take you. Pain. Okay, goodbye.
What's
Back
over
I go to fight the
here?
boss. Takes you back to like the very fucking beginning.
There is nothing in here. It's just an empty room. Okay. Okay. I heard that the final boss for the DLC is apparently really difficult.
I haven't gone that far.
I am not gonna say what he is, but I have been spoiled on a picture of what he is.
I've also been spoiled on what it is. I at some point stopped caring about spoilers for it when I realized that I had hit the peak with Bale and it wasn't gonna get any better. So I was like, whatever.
I'm interested.
Do you want me to summon you for the boss, by the way?
If you're right here, yeah.
Yep, I'm right there.
Oh, that was fast. Oh wait, you were by the bonfire. You weren't all the way down to the beginning. You were at the other bonfire, right?
Yep.
Oh, I need to put my thing down. There you go. He is in his prime.
I think there are actual criticisms for the Divine Beast fight, mostly being the arena, the camera. Trying to say the fight is RNG sounds like co-op. I'm not talking about Divine Beast. Oh wait, no. Divine Beast, yeah, that's the line, right? Yeah. No, that is literally RNG though. Like, what do you mean it's cope? If you want, you can go watch my stream. I did it on stream. But that is not cope. It is literally RNG. The lightning bits. If you are near him, again, if you want to capitalize on the fight and actually fight him, right? It is complete fucking luck whether or not you get him in 17 tries. That tells me nothing. Like, good for you. I don't know what you want me to tell you. You beat him in after 17 tries doing what? What's your build? Go on.
I did it first try. Although I used the
What's
mimic.
your build?
Bonk hammer.
You use Mimic?
Mimic and bonk hammer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds about right. Just stagger him to death.
I didn't even really stagger him that much, but yeah.
The last boss question? Oh, the last boss question. No, I don't know. I don't know what the deal was with the last boss. Never mind. But yeah, no, like fucking.
Oh, final boss, I think.
The issue with the Divine Beast, like I said, is just the lightning, right? So the lightning comes down after he attacks. So oftentimes what would happen is I would dodge his attack, right? That is the goal, I believe, right? You know, we're not trying to get hit here. And then mid-roll, before the animation for my roll ends, I'm hit by lightning. That is literally RNG. I don't get to pick where that lightning lands. There's no system to how that lightning lands. It just so happens to be that when I roll into attack to avoid the boss attack, I was hit by it.
My summon sign's down, by the way.
RNG.
It's right by the gate, by the door. Should be.
It's not RNG unless you're trying to be as reductionist as possible and say he does moves sometimes. You notice how that's not what I said, though? You notice how I'm specifically saying the lightning? His moves are easy to dodge. The issue is that there are lots of moves that are specifically designed not just to, like, roll catch you, but to punish you for dodging. I don't see your son.
Really?
Am I not human? I might not be human. Hold on. I might have to go rest. I don't know, I'm wearing a helmet. Yeah, I'm not human. I can see my hands. Lightning is telegraphed on the ground. Just like in Bale's fight.
I tell you what, you go humanize yourself. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick.
Okay. So you seem to not be understanding what I'm saying. It's really cool that it's telegraphed, right? It's telegraphed for like a tiny fucking second. And again, if you dodge the attack of the boss, there is a chance you're just going to dodge into lightning. That's like if I walked over, right, and I put my head on your shoulder, and then from there just immediately slapped you. Yeah, it was telegraphed. I moved my hand. My hand moved. There was physical motion. Right? But you see how that's like a little bit ridiculous to expect someone to dodge? Don't dodge to where the lightning is coming in, lol. The lightning sometimes comes in while he is attacking. Like, I get what you're saying, but I fought this guy for hours. It's literally RNG. The lightning is telegraphed as you're starting your dodge, and then the lightning lands as you're ending your dodge. It's not exactly like a long telegraph thing. Not all the lightning comes down at once either, so it's just like, it's completely scattered. He does the roar and it places the lightning. That's one of the attacks. I'm talking about the lightning that comes down when he's doing his regular attacks. While he's in his lightning form. I didn't actually fucking do what I was supposed to do. I'm an idiot. I just rested. Like, you can call it cope all you want, but I'm right. Those come down a predictable pattern like Bale's isn't just predictable, it's the same every time. Those are not predictable. Like, you're full of shit. I'm glad the fight went well for you, but...
Okay. I'm back.
It really does just come off as cope. Yeah, and you really do come off as an idiot, but, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and...
I'm fine.
Like, you can call it what you want.
Ace, I don't know how much you've played the other Dark Souls games, but, like, Gini lives and breathes too. I am back, by the way. My summon sign is still down.
Yep, I'm human now.
Cool.
I got distracted by Ace, walked all the way down to the bonfire, didn't actually become human, then came back up.
Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness.
Like, uses the one thing that I specifically said I don't have proof for, but I'm just also not gonna take your word for. You see how that's a dog shit debate tactic? Oh yeah, I'm just, I'm not gonna be offended by some retard who thinks this thing that they specifically said and gave fucking, like, context for why. Like, come on.
You guys are funny. I feel like I'm Arch right now, and Dev is arguing with one of the commenters. Am I wrong?
No, that checks out. That's accurate.
Except you're not a communist, so you've got that one up on him.
Yeah. Very anti-commie.
Mm-hmm.
Checks out, though. My fellow enlightened centrist.
Oh, enlightened! You're gonna piss people off with that.
I know. That's fine. My goal is always to piss people off. Also just like a complete fucking troll and understands it doesn't fucking matter what other people think.
I think that's why so many people hate him, is that he's just intentionally doing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's great, dude. I love it.
Just don't do any gay ops, and I think you'll be fine.
Bet.
Okay, do I have to move forward, or can I summon you here?
You do have to move forward.
Okay.
Friends, that's the foe explains. Explains a few things, yeah. Explains why I'm so right.
His own fan? What? So the only thing recently I've seen of Dev is that, what was it? Count Dankula's getting a divorce because of him apparently taking the trans poontang, and Dev's girlfriend was making fun of him because apparently Dev was also pining after the same trans person.
Hey, what?
Yes. Like...
I don't have any other context on this. You have to, like, take a step back. What is trans poontang?
Trans pussy, I guess. I don't know. But I'm just trying to be nice.
Pussy. Got
yes,
it.
pussy. That's a lot of nights right there. I don't know where I'm going. I'm gonna run this way. No, so... a long time ago, I think it was like, the name is Lilith Lovett. I don't know very much about it, but basically, like,
Lilith.
Dev...
Yeah, I remember Lilith.
Dev...
She's a
like,
porn star.
Dev pined after her a while ago, and, like, when Count Dankula had his whole thing...
What does pined mean?
Like, lusted after her. From what I understand, that's, like, was a thing. I assume he doesn't do it anymore now that he's got a girlfriend, but, like, she was making fun of him over it. I'd have to find the clip because it was very funny. I found a bonfire, by the way. Dev is...
On my way there.
Dev is dunked on a weekly occurrence? Yes, I know.
Yeah.
He got dunked on
just,
for...
You know.
What's funny is... a lot of people just don't like him because he just wants to be pretentious to everybody. And, like, I understand that when you're when you're trying to be... Because I consider myself mostly of center, leaning in both directions. But, like, I feel like people's problem is when you're trying to constantly piss people off, you end up with zero friends, except for people that just parade you around because they want to make fun of you. I don't know.
I guess. I don't know. I think, like, being real with people, right? I don't think it's that you end up with zero. Oh my fucking god, I just realized.
Refresh the page if the auto is popping.
I forget that this is in fucking Spanish. She is so hot.
Oh wait, did you meet somebody?
Oh, there's a lady in here. Did you not talk to her?
Oh shoot, wait, there is?
She's in the corner.
Oh, hi!
I was gonna say, like, here's the thing. So
I keep cutting in now.
Pissing people off.
Really?
Because that's how I know that the people that you're cutting out. Just wait then.
Refresh the page, guys. Because my audio is fine. I'm not losing any frames.
Okay.
Oh, she can refresh the Estus flask.
As always having me. Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't have a problem with actively pissing people off. Because that's how I know that the people that I'm keeping are the right people. Right? So, yeah, you'll end up with less quote-unquote friends. But you'll end up with more friends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Like, the people that are friends with me, I know that I can say fucking anything, like, balls off the walls, right? And they're gonna be like, that's Rosa.
Well, I don't think
You
that,
know?
because I feel like you're a little bit different, because my big thing is, like, and I still need to, like, actually find proof of this, but people told me that he attempted to dox somebody a long time ago because they wouldn't, like, go with his shtick. And again, he, like, has done gay ops in the past, and that's why people are, like, opposed to it.
So this is something that I've just not heard of about him. Right?
Again, I would need to look into it.
At the end of the day, what he does with people that aren't me isn't something I care about.
Well, no, yeah,
as long as it's not, like, just straight up, like, horrible.
No, I agree. But I think that's why people are so upset. Like, I think the difference is that I think a lot more people can agree with you on things because you're not, like, being that kind of pretentious, if it is true.
Yeah.
Like, because, like, you just have your opinions and you really just don't care. I think for some people, they look at Devin as just like, well, he's just trying to do it because he's more of an asshole, if that makes sense.
I guess, yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and defend someone because I don't know about his, like, history with all that stuff. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I do.
No, I don't either. I just know what people have told me. I'd have to look at his Kiwi Farms page, chat.
But, I can't summon you in here, by the way. I can't drop a summon yet.
Oh, okay.
I think I definitely lost the boss in this area. It's been so long since I've played this game. This is the one I've least played, by the way.
This area?
Like, no, this game.
Oh.
Out of, like, I think if I had to rank them, obviously Dark Souls 2 is one I played the most, followed by maybe Bloodborne. Then Dark Souls 3.
Oh, there's an elevator. Dev
then
being
Elden
super,
Ring, and then this one, I think.
Dev being super stubborn about some subject, usual, but even diehard fans are calling him bad faith. He had a recent freak out on stream. I do know that he, like, gets really on it about, like, freaking out sometimes. But, again, like, my whole thing is I don't care.
Bad faith means.
Huh?
like, bad faith over, like, what?
I don't know. The conclusion I've come to is, as long as he is not treating my friends badly, and as long as, like, the immediate people around me are fine, I don't care about him. I know that he had his thing with Kirsch, but, like, that's done and dusted, and hopefully that they just leave each other alone. Oh gosh, this guy really wants me. Hi there.
Dev's not built for being told he's wrong. Dev just needs to have it properly explained why he's wrong, I think is what it is.
That's the thing, is
Because I've had conversations with Dev, like, where he's like, okay, yeah, like, I can see that. I sometimes he'll still disagree, right, for the sake of his ego or whatever, right? But he's not gonna just flat out, like, deny you unless you're being an idiot about it.
See, I wouldn't know. I've never talked to him. The only time I've seen him is when he's on, when he's talking with Lumi on Archcast.
I forgot where we were going with this conversation. There was a route to this conversation that tied back to me somehow, and I can't remember what it was.
I can't remember either. He tried to dox Jim and failed hard. That's right. So he apparently, I would have to look at it, but apparently he tried to dox Mr. Medicare. Okay, that is death. Are you familiar with who Mr. Medicare is?
Vaguely.
Vaguely,
yeah.
Okay. Akko's gonna get close to the weapon of choice. I don't know, this one is apparently the best one in the game, so...
How I was pulled into that friend circle chat was, I met V. That's how I got pulled into that. I am not I am very much your, like, normie perspective on things, chat, which is why oftentimes, whenever, like, for example, Kirsha had all of her fucking dumb fucking nonsense over, like, Bridge, and I was just like, dude, just don't fucking play the games. It's really that simple. It's not, like, a super, super insane thing.
Well,
I know it seems like there's no progress being made, but there is. Right? They're losing money, and money's not infinite, no matter how many, like, fucking shell companies you're looking at, right? Someone is losing money, and someone's upset about it.
That's a little bit of a different conversation, though, because I do agree that they are losing money, but I think her whole thing was like, but it's not stopping, and you have to keep on it until they're gone. I think that was her whole thing.
I don't remember, but I remember like she said some stupid shit, and I was like, I don't think that's right.
What did she say?
And like I just said, I don't fucking remember.
Okay.
But I remember like there was like a small scuffle about it. And I don't know. Maybe I'm just unlucky. Every time that I fucking look at anything that Kirsha posts, I mentioned some podcasts recently. People were like, "Oh, you're gonna have Kirsha," and I was like, I mean, I'm down. I don't think we'd get along, but I'm down.
Dev is Ralph, but just less entertaining. Well, I wouldn't know, because again, I know next to nothing about like his character. I see, Chad. That's the thing is sometimes like even like you just said, I don't know people as much as people assume I do. I know about Medicare because Medicare is like everybody knows about Medicare, so I don't feel like that's an excuse not to know. You know, maybe I go this way. But I don't know a lot about the people around him. I only knew
I
about.
remember what it was.
Huh.
But I remember what it was that she posted. It was some like fear mongering bullshit.
Okay.
About like Bridge basically like, oh my god, they're taking over like everything. It's like fear mongering nonsense. Like, but like basically telling people that like basically that the average person, right, the average Joe just like just playing whatever they want to play is a problem, right? Like is basically like where I was going with that, and it's just like no, when you do that, you are specifically pushing people to the other side. Mm-hmm. Like that is the dumbest fucking the using the fear mongering like tactics that like the left uses is not the way you want to do things, because then you're gonna, as you're trying to build your kind of side, you're also making an opposition, and you're basically just making yourself an equally dogshit side to pick, right? And people disagree with me, like, oh well, no, you know, because like you have to like fight fire with fire. If they're doing the bad, you have to do the bad too, like, you know, whatever. And it's just like, well, no, you fucking don't. Because then you're just as bad, and you're not giving the average person, which is who you have to cater to, because they're the ones that actually control the fucking market, right? At the end of the day, we live in a free market. No one can make me buy whatever dumb bullshit gay fucking like game they want to fucking make me buy. I'm just not gonna pay for it, right? The way that you like, you know, convince the average consumer is like by being like, hey, you see this unreasonable thing? Look at this reasonable thing instead, right? That's pretty unreasonable, you know.
I don't know.
If you're having fun with it, cool. But like, don't try to like, fucking like actively antagonize the people that you want on your side. That's just not gonna work.
It's interesting because like, I feel like the way I've kind of seen it is we're kind of at the point where
the pendulum has swung. By the way,
it has, yes. I agree the pendulum has swung.
This June was proof of that.
Oh no, I agree. I'm not going to disagree with you that there. Like, Pride Month is dead to a lot of companies now, and we're not going to see them talk about it ever again. And I think last year is good proof of that. But my whole thing is, the reason why it's gone to that place is because people are fighting back. Like, you know, with the whole Bud Light thing, when people are like, you got to boycott this, and then people boycotted it, and then they realized, okay, these people actually have power. So my whole thing is, maybe we do need... It
wasn't that anybody was like, you gotta boycott this. It's that people were like the second you fuck with the average consumer, right? The average consumer is not on the internet and all this like dumb bullshit, right? They're not fighting it the way that everyone else like, oh my god, this is a war, we gotta take this super seriously. They're just not buying it. They're just like, oh, this is that the fucking gay beer? No, I'm not drinking no gay beer for gays. That's it. It's that simple. It's not like they're not in on some fucking like bullshit. They're not in on some resistance. They're not in on anything. It is as simple as they made a simple marketing mistake. And that's why they don't like it. It's not because anyone was doing any sort of particular pushback. It's just people collectively were like, we're not drinking the fucking gay beer.
I see what you're saying when it comes like you can't stoop to their level. I think for myself, I think there has to be a level of where you do have to push back, because I do feel I feel like, again, the pendulum has swung, but I feel like if people are just not willing to continue to push it the other way, nothing's gonna happen. So what kind of pushback do you feel like is acceptable then to make sure that it doesn't stop and swing back? Because in my personal opinion, I don't know really where to swing it, because like the left hates video games, anime, and all of the things above, and so does the right. So where are we sitting? Where do you sit, and what do you do? Is I guess what I'm asking.
That's why you just let it take its course. So here's the thing, right? It's as simple as use your power as an individual, right? To continue to just do the things that you enjoy, right? So, the sad reality is that bitching about things doesn't really do a whole lot. It really doesn't.
No.
So, for example, in the case scenario of video games, right? Okay, we're seeing a problem with like all these video games are dumb and gay. All right, cool. How do we fix that? We're just gonna bitch about it and give them more attention.
Well,
all that does is create reverse on a much like lesser scale. It creates reverse Hogwarts scenarios. Hogwarts was a fucking lefty game.
It was, yeah.
Hogwarts was a lefty game. You know who bought it? The right. You know why? Because people were complaining so hard. People bitch so fucking hard about what's her face that people bought it out of spite and then dropped it, which were then like the actual like, I think the sales for it was like best, like the highest sales for like the entire year or something like that. It was ridiculous. It was a top selling game, right?
Where am I going, by the way?
Like, it was an okay game. It was a mediocre game, and above that, it was a left-leaning game. The studio put in a lot of woke bullshit into that game, right? But people still fucking bought the fuck out of it, and it's entirely out of spite.
Yeah.
Right? So when you are doing the same sort of fear-mongering nonsense where you're like, oh my god, guys, you can't buy this because blah, 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 blah. The second you try to control the average consumer, they're like, you don't fucking tell me what to do. I'm gonna buy whatever the fuck I want. And so they're gonna buy your fucking queer nonsense. Just to spite you. Which is why that tactic is just not very effective. And it's honestly probably slowing things down more than it would otherwise.
Not a great game. I think what you actually mean is it wasn't dropped, it was just completed. Because here's the thing. There's a difference between a game that you buy and you play and then you put down, and a game that you play forever. Like, Dark Souls 2 is a game you'll play forever, but if you buy Harry Potter, you're probably not going to play it after one time.
Well, no, that's not what I mean. What I mean is people literally dropped it, myself included. I mean people played it for a few hours, didn't finish it, and then never picked it up again.
Do I need to go down to this? Where am I going? I
think of a lot of people that bought it and didn't even play it, as a matter of fact. A lot of people bought that game out of spite. Just purely.
Really quickly, where am I going?
That's it. Sorry, I have a habit of running in circles whenever I start conversing.
Yeah, I just don't know where I'm going.
Are you at the bridge with the gargoyle?
The bridge with the gargoyle. I'm at the bottom of the corkscrew thing, and I'm running out onto this area here.
Hold on, corkscrew thing?
Yeah, the elevator that takes you down that's a corkscrew. I'm at the bottom of that, and now I'm running across.
Hold on. I'm currently getting rid of the gargoyle.
There's a gargoyle? Where?
Did you not fight the gargoyle?
No.
There.
Where?
Keep going that way. On that path that you're on.
I don't see one, though. He's not here.
Keep going.
I'm all the way at the edge here. If I fall off, I'm dead.
Was there not a gargoyle here for you?
No.
Well, that's interesting. Good news, I can put down my sign. Are you at the same location?
Maybe?
Wait, come, turn around.
Here, hold on a moment.
Okay, yeah, we are. My sign's down, further on that same bridge that you're on. Like, near the stairs.
Okay. Akko did kill something on this bridge? I did?
You just can't remember?
Maybe.
I'll do it.
I don't know.
Yeah, what Kid Semp is saying, not a great game. As someone who doesn't care about Harry Potter, it was fine, but I won't jump back in. Yeah, it was an okay game, it was just really repetitive. Like, it was very limited as far as, like, the magic. I think it's just an issue with Harry Potter, not necessarily, like...
Yeah, Harry Potter's kind of... It's... Unless you're giving him a gun, there's not much you can really do with magic.
Yeah. Like, it was just repetitive, you know? It's you play through the story until you unlock the dark arts, and then you just go around one-shotting people with the dark arts. That's, you know, that's it. That's literally it.
Oh, I didn't even think to go this way.
Yeah, most people don't. This is one of those, like, I see. We're using the environment.
It's just like in Code Vein, when we get to the white chapel, and it's just like, where the fuck am I going?
That's way worse.
I know, it is way worse.
That's just that place being a fucking maze. I killed him and you backstabbed him anyway.
Nice. I don't know. I think people have their...
Yeah, like I guess like the nature of my argument was don't fearmonger, because then you're just doing the same thing the left does. It makes you look like a hypocrite To which they were like, "Oh, well, not. I don't know. You know, Kirsha responded.
Did she respond to you?
Not on Twitter. I think she mentioned me on stream and just tried to discredit me, and I was like, okay, well, cool, thanks. God forbid you have a conversation with someone.
I think she's really busy. I would love to see a conversation with her and you. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know though.
Yeah, I don't know. I've seen like her points on like a few different things before. Again, maybe I'm just unlucky, and every time that she pops up in my feed, I'm like, wow, this person's a fucking imbecile.
What did she say that you disagree with?
Well, first off, it was the fucking fear-mongering nonsense, and then, what was it? It was... I'm dead. I tried to get around you.
Oh, no! We're both dead.
Fuck, what was it? It was, I don't remember. What was the plan to do Artorias before Sif or after Sif? Oh, we're gonna do Artorias before Sif. We're gonna do the DLC before we do, Sif.
Oh, we're going to the DLC.
But, fuck, what was it? I think it was like some woman getting mugged, right? Because I know Kirsha's like very like pro like gender roles, which is like, yeah, I agree. But it was some like woman getting fucking mugged, and some guy was just sitting there watching it rather than helping, and he just wasn't doing it, and so everyone was like, oh my god, this guy's like such a cock, whatever, and it's just like, no, that's exactly what he should be doing, nothing. So
I agree.
Feminists have created an issue where, you know, they are, you know, men do not feel incentivized to help them with things, right? And as a man, right, the moral choice is to say, well, fuck it, I'll take the consequences and help them anyway, right? Even if I'm gonna get fucked over because you want to stick to your morals, and that's fine, I respect that. But at that point, you are a useful idiot. You are a useful idiot for the feminist left, because what's happening is that they have created an issue, and because you are taking on the consequences for them, they do not perceive it as an issue.
Yeah.
They created an issue for women, but because you are a useful idiot, they don't have to suffer the consequences, and then they can pretend like there are none.
I definitely...
Right? The solution to that issue is to just let them take the consequences until, you know, women realize, hey, you know, maybe we should stop doing this bullshit.
I think a lot of them are already.
A lot of them are, yeah. Again, the pendulum has hit its peak. It's swinging in reverse now.
It is. It is. I think the election will definitely probably prove that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's gonna be a landslide, I think.
Yeah. We'll see.
But yeah, and so like, Kirsha was hopping on, they're like, oh yeah, he's a cock, you should help her anyway, blah blah blah. It's just like, no, you fucking shouldn't. Absolutely not.
Oh, bye, dude.
I don't want to give exact details on like what the conversation was, because I just don't remember. I don't commit these things to memory. But yeah, I naturally, every time that I comment on anything that Kirsha comments on, her followers like, no, Kirsha's always right, she's my queen. I'm just like, no, she's not.
Her birthday was today. Oh, did I die?
Oh, I feel bad now. I'm talking shit on her birthday. I hope her birthday went well.
Mugging is a bad example because you should try to help because they are a person getting attacked. Making that a gender issue is retarded.
No, mugging is a perfect example. You should not help because if you help, you're gonna get in trouble.
Da queen.
You should not help at all.
I should preface, by the way, most of our audience...
You should expect them to be carrying and be able to take care of themselves.
Yeah. I would say that most of my audience likes Kirsch, but that's okay, because this is a place where we can all talk freely.
That's fine. I think most of my audience likes Kirsch as well, and that's fine. I don't like... I don't ever expect people to be like, oh my god, wow, Rosa doesn't like this person, well, I don't like that person either. Like, no,
well, I think that's retarded.
Right.
I think it's retarded if people like, oh, you must like this person because you're on the same side. It's like, no, I don't.
Yeah,
there's a lot of people like on the conservative side where people are like, oh, you must like this person. It's like, no, I don't. I think good example. I think the Quartering's a stupid idiot that like gives bad advice all the time, and he has a lot of the same things that I might agree with. It's just like, I don't agree with everybody. Yeah. Like, you don't have to. it would be like the grifter mindset would be to agree with them, but no, you don't have to.
Yeah, I also don't like. I'm not of the mentality that like people that I'm friends with have to like be friends with people that I'm also friends with, and like enemies with people that I don't like. for example, like Dev recently had to deal with the whole bullshit of people getting mad at him for leaving the fucking the RP that they were doing with Sargon.
Wait, what?
And yeah, they were doing an RP. It was like, I think it was Sargon I think was DMing, and then it was
okay.
Arch, Dev, V, and Rags. And long story short, there was an argument between V and Rags, right? They decided to just kick Rags out of the campaign, and Dev was like, well,
that was stupid of me.
Rags got fucked over. I don't want to stick around with this. This is bullshit, right? Even though V is more friends with, well, at the time was, sorry, even though Dev was more friends with V at the time.
Don't laugh
right?
at that, chat.
You know, he decided to kind of stick up for Rags and be like, yeah, I'm not gonna stay in this campaign. Like, fuck this. I don't agree with what happened. And that's fine. That's his morality, right? The campaign could continue without him, but instead they were just like, oh, Dev ruined the campaign by leaving. It's like, well, just find a new player to replace him. Dev doesn't have to stay for your fucking campaign.
I'm using my one humanity.
Right, and so Dev and V I don't think they're really friends anymore.
Probably not. Again, I think Dev just pisses everybody off.
True, but well, I agree with what Dev did in this case scenario, though. I think Dev is right. I think Dev made the right move.
What,
right?
to leave?
But I'm still friends with V and Dev.
Right. You're lucky. I like V. I want to meet V one day. There's a lot of people. You know what? The craziest thing to me.
With the video game stuff.
Oh no, I agree. Like the craziest thing to me is, you know, I start my shitty little podcast. Well, it's not my shitty little podcast. It's my Lumi and Mizu's shitty little podcast. We start our podcast, and our goal is to talk about VTuber drama. And a couple weeks ago, we have like somebody that I really enjoy listening to on the podcast, and I'm like, how the hell did this ever happen?
What was it?
Legal Mindset. I had Legal Mindset on stream. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Obviously, like, it was cool because, like, oh, cool numbers, all that stuff. People come out, but no, I liked having him on because, like, he's somebody that I like. Whenever there's a lawyer on the internet,
someone that you actually watch.
Yeah, somebody that I actually watch, and that is a lawyer that hasn't taken cocaine recently. Listen, I whenever I get the opportunity to make fun of a guy that like. A trad guy that suddenly becomes a cocaine addict, I'm gonna do it. I'm sorry. But having Legal Mindset on was just like, it was so insane to me. Because like, when you are a normie that sits and you watch the YouTube, you look at all these people and I try not to do this, but you picture them as somebody that's like, you feel like you're never able to talk to.
You're never gonna meet.
That you're never gonna meet, you're never gonna get to talk to them, because it's just like they're so busy, they're so above you that you will never have the chance. And then you have that chance because you get just enough where he's like, hey, I run this little podcast and we like to talk about drama, and you like VTubers, and sometimes you like talking about drama. Would you like to come on? And then he said yes, and I was like, awesome.
I kind of felt really similarly. Like, I don't know, I don't really get that, like, sort of, like, feeling, I guess. The feeling of, like, oh, like, this person's, like, someone that I watch a lot, or, like, someone that, I consider to be famous. Like, I don't know, my brain just doesn't really just equate that. I instinctively, it's like, oh yeah, it's another person. But I do kind of get what you mean, though. Where it's just like, oh, this is someone that, like, I know, that, like, I never thought I would ever speak to. Like, I kind of felt that when, out of nowhere, fucking nowhere, Camelot followed me on Twitter, and I was like, what? I don't even... I didn't even follow him. I forgot he fucking existed, if I'm gonna be completely honest, because I used to watch him a lot when I was working at GameStop.
Really?
And so, yeah.
That's funny.
And so that completely caught me off guard, and I was like, what? Is this just like a fan account? And I look, I'm like, this dude's got like no follows. And it's just because his account got fucking banned, so he has a new account. But like I looked at like his links and stuff, and I was like, no, yeah, this is the one that's linked on his account. That's crazy. And so I just kind of messaged him. I was like, hey, dude, thanks for the follow. I used to like watch you a lot, so it's kind of surprising to see you follow out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, oh yeah, someone told me I should have you on the show. Like, are you down? I was like, sure.
By the way, chat, I should ask this really quickly, because Camelot follows me. Would either of you, and again, my audience is a lot of Kirsch people. Would any of you like to see Camelot on the show? They're also Pippa followers as well. So, would any of you like to see Camelot on the show? Just curious.
Yeah, a lot of my community is
I
also
happen to
big
think it's
Pippa
not a bad
fans.
idea at all to have Camelot on.
No! Hi, Jazz.
Sorry.
Hello, Jazz.
Just thought I'd stop in to say that real quick.
Okay.
Alright, sorry. I'll let you guys do your thing.
I'm
But-
just curious.
Jazz jumps out of fucking nowhere.
I have to ask Lumi and Mizu, because obviously, like, I am not the one. I ask them if they think it's okay. By the way, I have a humanity, so you can put down your thing.
Okay, where are you?
On the bridge. I just turned the dial that made the bridge go down.
Okay.
You're
I'm
asking
actually
for
on my way
trouble,
over
but it
there.
might be funny.
I'm on the dial.
Okay.
I'm on the dial.
I have to fight this
Reset.
gargoyle. Ow.
Oh, man.
I don't know. The only reason why I am apprehensive is again because of his whole drama with Pippa, and like that's
It's 100% gonna attract negative energy.
It
like,
is,
for sure.
and like it's one of those things where it's like I think he's kind of funny, but I also think that like that was really stupid, and he like really hurt a lot of goodwill with people around him.
What was it?
He attempted
the,
to. He did he fake
the,
docs.
like joke docs?
Yeah, the joke
yeah, dude.
docs.
So we talked about that on his podcast, and I fully agree with him on that actually.
On what?
I think that was fucking funny.
Well,
Here's the thing, right? So hold on for some quick context, chat. I was a corpo VTuber, okay? Twice. I didn't fucking know how much of an issue that was. All right. So I can't even fucking fathom how this fucking random goober, right? That's what he is, he's a fucking goober, all right? Would just randomly know. Like, it's just like, why would he fathom that being an issue, right? And I'm also not a big fan of Fishman, so if Fishman was like, oh yeah, you have to like apologize in this specific way, at least he did a joke apology. I would
He
just told him to
did.
go fuck himself.
He said like fucking FaZe is like full of bitches or some shit like that.
FaZe is gay.
Yeah, something
That's
like
really
that.
what it was.
Yeah,
he showed it to me.
I understand a lot of people are gonna find it funny. The problem I have is because it is a corpo, it is going to attract a because again, like you know how crazy the internet is, and because of who like here's the thing, Pippa is just not like a nobody.
Because of who Pippa what?
Yeah, it's because of who Pippa was and because of who Pippa attracts. Like
who Pippa attracts and who does Pippa attract?
So you know who Pippa attracts. But here's the thing, it's not the people that like her, it's the people that don't like her that I'm more concerned about, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I have had this conversation with friends before, where I've told them, I'm like, it's not fair to like, you know, be like, oh my god, Pippa's such a bad person because her audience is like blah blah blah. Pippa has a lot of people that follow her just specifically to make it look bad. A lot of people that will specifically follow her just to be shitty and then be like, oh yeah, and I'm a Pippa fan, by the way. Like, because people do that. That's like, like trying to say that Pippa's a bad person because of her, like, certain negative people in her community is like being like, oh my god, wow, PewDiePie is a terrible, terrible person because of that one time that, like, what was, like a terrorist, a mass shooter, was like subbed to PewDiePie after, like, their video or something like that?
Yes. That was so bad.
Yeah, like...
But it wasn't his fault.
What the fuck, you know? Like, you have so many people under you, right? Can you imagine, like, working in a movie theater and there's, like, 100 people, like, watching the movie? Can you imagine, like, micromanaging what every single one of them thinks of the movie? You can't do that. It's impossible, right? So I'm very much against the concept of, like, streamers are responsible for the actions of their chat.
No,
right?
I agree. I agree. I 100% agree with that.
So I'm because of that, I'm also completely against the idea of just villainizing Pippa's followers, because most of them are chill. I've interacted with them before many a time.
Again, right? I agree.
I've worked on stuff with them before. A lot of them are also my followers. And so I don't... Well, better said, a lot of my followers are also Pippa followers, more specifically. So, like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh my god, wow, the Pippa followers are a bunch of idiots, right?
No.
Blah, blah, blah. But... if you are one of the Pippa followers who legitimately thought that was a fucking dox and freaked out over it, you're a fucking idiot! You specifically
I don't know.
are a fucking imbecile.
I think, I think it just... I don't remember what the specific reasoning was, but a lot of people were just, like, worried. And it was probably even less that it was... that people thought it was Pippa. I think it was more just, like, it caused issues. I don't even know really what issues it caused behind the scenes, but it was enough of an issue where they're like, okay, we got to push this guy away. I don't know. A lot of the bad Pippa fans already left. Well, that's good. By the way, where did you put your thing down? I am at the... I turned the sundial thing, and the bridge is lowered.
I jumped onto the sundial and I got rid of my fucking sign. I'm an idiot.
Okay.
I'm just running around in circles. That's what I do when I talk.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
But yeah, I don't know. I've talked to Cam quite a bit. Cam's overall like a really, really chill dude. You know, he has the right to think whatever the fuck it is that he thinks and react however the fuck he is. He wants to react to like some fucking... For the record, I don't like Fishman. I inherently don't like Fishman because he tried to like talk my boss into punishing me over something fucking stupid. So I inherently think he's a fucking pussy asshole that, you know, only has as much control as he fucking wishes he has.
I don't know very much about him. I just know that he runs the corpo and he had to push Pippa to stop being so crazy.
I think he's a little bitch.
I don't know. I think he wants to keep his corpo. I don't know. I don't. Again, I don't know. I don't know.
He is. He is at heart. He is a businessman. That is true. That is something that I do understand and I do respect. I'm just not a fan of the fact that he felt the need to like tell my boss to shut me up because he didn't like what I had to say.
What did you say that made him say that?
It was when what was her name? The bunny girl.
Pippa?
No. Oh no, she's a bunny girl now. Oh fuck, what was her fucking name?
Yuri?
Yuri?
I don't know.
I'm just not a fan of the fact that they felt they needed to delete her content when they got rid of her. Considering that she had joined that corpo, rather than, you know, she got adopted by that corpo, rather than like, you know, like picked up from scratch. And it's not like she had no following before she joined them, right? So like the concept of like, oh, but like they made her popular. It's like, who cares? She made all the fucking content. Right? So like I was very much against the fact that they just kind of got rid of all of that. When they like split from her, regardless of whether or not she was wrong or right. I did specify, like, I'm sure there was probably a good reason for her to get fired. I don't have a problem with her being fired. I have a problem with the way that they handled the content afterwards.
Oh, that's fair.
And they just deleted like all the content that was there before, which was easily, I think, a pretty significant amount of like content, even before she joined FaZe. And so I called it I wasn't even super aggressive about it. I just called it a rare FaZe L.
I don't see your sign.
It is there. You sure, human?
Yeah, did you rotate the thing before you put it down?
I can't put it down on the thing. It's on the bridge. Like, go on the bridge as if you're heading back.
Okay.
Backwards to start.
There
yeah,
it is.
You can't put it on the bridge. It's a moving platform.
Yeah, I figured. Corpos get messy. Well, obviously, yeah, they do. I don't know. See, the funny thing is, when it comes to VTubers and corpos and stuff, out of the three of us on the podcast, I am probably the least knowledgeable. Mizu and Lumi probably have to compete for that. But like, I don't know. But he like actually told your manager to tell you to take it down.
No, not my manager, my CEO.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And then after that, Pippa unfollowed me on Twitter and unfriended me on Discord.
Wow. That's crazy.
There was some really skeevy line like, oh, and she was friends with Pippa too, what a shame. Some fucking bullshit like that. It was some like actual just like shitty fucking goofy like villain monologue, like, oh, she shouldn't have done that.
Right.
Now there'll be consequences.
Fuck off. When it
clown.
Yeah. I don't know. When it gets down to it, like, just talking about Camelot, I think the problem is because VTubers are private, anytime you either pretend to know or even make a whole thing about it, there's going to be an issue. Because, like, unless you're one of the ethos that like to show your face and then also be a VTuber so that you can sell your OnlyFans, the idea of privacy is such a big deal to people that no matter who you are, people are gonna like freak out if for some reason they think that your info has been leaked. It doesn't matter if it's retarded or not. They're gonna get upset.
People are gonna freak out. It is retarded. They can get upset if they want. But here's the thing. If it was that he said, hey, look, I'm hanging out with Pippa, right? And that's the joke. It's like ironic. Right? That's the irony is it's obviously not Pippa.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I get it why people might get upset. He joked that he was with Pippa. But the joke was specifically, I'm hanging out with not Pippa. Mans did not tell a lie.
I think it's just, I don't know. I look at that and I was like,
There's no world where I can be like, oh yeah, wow, that was a problem. Unless you're specifically dealing with a level of retard that should not be catered to.
well, here's the thing. A lot of VTubers have again, VTubers have audiences that, because they're private, you know, the minute that you can find out what somebody's face, a lot of it, when it comes to the whole doxing, I remember when people did the whole doxing their face thing, just like, oh, this is me versus my VTuber, and I'm like, why are you doxing yourself? And they're like, oh, I'm not doxing myself. And I was like, okay, I know that's not the actual, oh, you're doxing yourself, but you're putting information out there that makes it easier for the next idiot to come and dox you. And people are like, oh, but real people have their faces out there. It's like, yeah, I know, but real people don't have weird ass fans that VTubers do. VTubers have some of those rabid fans because it's idol culture, and you people don't understand that.
So hold on. So something to add is that if you have an idol culture-esque community, that is mostly by choice.
Mm-hmm.
Those are really easy to root out. I have none of those. Like, effectively. If there's any...
Oh, you cut out.
Ends up... Oh. I said if I have any left, it is by their own volition. They understand that I am not going to cater to them. And if they have a problem with that, they're more than happy to, like... You know, I'm more than happy to let them, you know, show up and get shot in my front lawn. I'm not exactly against that. I don't have a problem.
Uh-huh.
Right? If they decide they're gonna be a little bit too goofy, a little bit too silly, you know? But it's really not hard to not fucking push that sort of, like, community.
Uh-huh. I don't know. I think it's just like, and people have brought it up,
A lot
that
of
like...
YouTubers cater to it because it's money.
Yeah, and that is their grift, basically. I don't know. When it comes to Pippa, I think the big problem was, you know, out of all of the talents, and I'm not saying this to be a big thing, but like Pippa had an audience because of what she knew out of the pop culture, out of the place that she came from.
Yeah.
And she built that audience, and I would say that FaZe...
She's also really genuine.
Yes.
Which is like something that tells a lot of people, like, to her, right?
Yeah,
like,
she's very genuine.
My first introduction with Pippa was, I'm gonna kill this person, because she had a collab with Koa and it didn't go well, and she asked Koa a question that I really didn't like. And I later realized she's just fucking retarded. Like, Pippa is very autistic, and this is how she deals with, like, situations that are uncomfortable to her, is that she puts the discomfort onto the other person.
No, yes.
Right?
Yes,
I'm
she
not gonna
does.
fault her for
And it's
that.
pretty funny.
It's funny in hindsight, right? It caused quite a bit of psychological damage to a good friend of mine, but, you know, I'm not gonna fault her for it, right? That's just the way that she copes with, like, her fucking retardation. That's fine.
Knowing what you know about her, yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, like, I can't blame her for it, you know? But, like, I ended up actually being like, wow, this person's pretty fucking cool. Later on, as I, like, kept watching more of their content, because a lot of people that follow me also follow her, and then, like, suggest her content to me, and I'm like, you know what, I don't hate this person.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a good period of time where I was like, I really want to do a collab with this person just so I can make them feel uncomfortable.
Ooh, a bonfire. Now, I think my
What
whole...
was her comment or question? She asked my friend, if she was only collabing with her for clout.
Oh.
And for context, we had just started, pretty much. Like, we were part of, like, a small corpo, like a small Japanese corpo that was just starting out.
Mm-hmm.
And, V had arranged this collab. Because he thought it'd be funny.
I think you have to leave for me to claim this. Unfortunately.
Claim it at all?
Yeah, it won't let me touch it.
Okay, time to die. I think the collab is still out there if you want to watch it.
Oh, yeah, sure. I don't know. I think the point I'm trying to make is, like, Pippa, and I'm not to say that all the other talents aren't good, but, like...
I'll leave in a second after this invasion.
Oh, gosh, somebody was invaded. Wow. I think the big problem that people have is, she was one of the big people that put FaZe on the map, that got them their audience, and when you have somebody like that, and the thought that Camelot might have put a real picture out there, I can understand why people got upset. Again, it's probably retarded, I don't know. That's not my choice to say, not my place to say.
Ooh, that shit fucking hurts.
But...
Yeah, one-sided. Oh, you got it. Nice.
Oh, I did?
That
Sweet.
was spooky. You almost got one-shotted, but yeah, you got
I
him.
did. But, like, I understand why so many people were scared.
Yeah.
Because,
I
like,
get why people were scared, I just don't think that's his fault.
I think it was probably very irresponsible. I don't know.
It's not his responsibility to take.
I don't know. It's just when you're stepping into... Because here's the thing. I feel like regular YouTube, or just the YouTube of the sector, which is kind of where he's from, it's different from VTubers, in my personal opinion.
And again, like, so it was just a silly joke, right? And it was, again, it's not that he said, oh, this is Pippa, as he said, this is not Pippa.
Right.
Right? There's no way for him to know that that simple, silly joke would be a fucking issue. Right?
Some people
Like,
probably say he could have asked, but I don't know.
Yeah, but who the fuck asked that? Hey, can I make a joke about you? Person that I just became friends with?
Yeah.
Who the fuck does that? Like, again, so, like, you guys are expecting some, like, ridiculous, like, level of, like, professionalism from what essentially equates to, like, a pretty normal friendship.
Uh-huh.
Which is, like, what it seemed like it was to begin with. Right? It seemed like they were getting along pretty well. And then that happened.
Oh, sweet humanity. Alright, I've satted the thing. I don't know. Maybe there's different ways it could have been done, but, like, I don't know. Just knowing what I know from the Kiwi farms, it's just, like, people are hungry at the bit to, like, create funny stuff to report, and I think... Was the real reaction? Probably. I don't know. But, it ended up... It ended up the way it did. And I don't know. I don't know. And because of that, he has, like... I don't know. He's, like, burned the bridge with a lot of that, and he'll never get that opportunity again.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's fine. He found himself a cooler VTuber to be friends with. That doesn't have to deal with a shitty corpo.
I don't know. No, I don't know.
In case anyone needs clarification, that's me being an asshole, by the way. Purposefully.
I don't know. He's very interesting. Unironically, chat, when going back to the whole Nick thing, cause like, and I remember when I told you
that whole thing's just sad.
That whole thing is
honestly.
just sad. The whole thing is just absolutely fucking devastating to think of. And so when I saw like Camelot just like jumping around, I was like, dude, be very careful. And I didn't say this to him, but in my head I was like, dude, you gotta be really careful because so many thoughts are charged around this. If you make it sound like you're going for Nick when it feels like everybody knows what's going on, you're just like going even further down the path. And I told him, I was like, dude, I'm praying for you because like you have to navigate, because you have to navigate both having a friend that you liked and dealing with the fact that he might have been an addict that got his kids into cocaine. And I don't know how you navigate through that, but like, good luck.
Yeah, it's rough, dude. It's rough. Like, I know that him and Nick were like really close.
I
so,
know.
Like, this is one of those things where it's like, well, fuck. And not only do you have to navigate through it, but your entire navigation of it is public, and people are gonna shit on you for it, 100%.
Yeah.
That's the thing about when you have like a decent following. You don't have, like, people are fucking retarded, and for some reason forget that the people behind the model, behind the camera, behind the thing are people, and people don't react perfectly every time. Like,
no.
Sorry, I can't think of any time off the top of my head where I've done anything wrong, sorry. But, if I were to do something wrong, right? Like, I fully expect people to, like, shit on me for sure, right? But I expect, like, for the most part, my community to be like, hey, you know, I get it, right? And that's the kind of people that I want to surround myself with, personally. That's people that I want in my community. People will be like, hey, you know what? You fucked up. I'm still gonna hold you accountable for it, but you fucked up. Right? And, you know, that's okay. Like, I sometimes, right, might get emotional in an argument. Right? Doesn't happen often, but it might.
Oh my gosh.
I totally get it.
Secret
that people sometimes say
passage.
the wrong thing. But yeah, it's just one of those things that's really nerve-wracking when you're like a content creator and a friend of yours is doing something that's fucking stupid.
Yep. Nope. Yeah.
And now you have to navigate that because you were really close with that person, right? Like, if like, I don't know, it comes out tomorrow, there's like a fucking big like anti-dev thing. It's like, oh look, here's all the proof that he did all this horrible thing. Plus he touched children or something. I don't know.
Well, hopefully, I would hope and pray to God that isn't the case.
Oh yeah, same. But you know,
Like
I'm saying,
even
I
if
feel like,
even
well,
if I
fuck,
if I dislike his
you know.
takes, I just hope that's not the case.
Yeah, yeah. Well, but the point I'm making is like if that was to come out like tomorrow, right? And it's like, well, okay, there might or might not be, right? Now I'm in a position where like, you know, I think the average person would understandably want to bat for their friend and be like, no, my friend's always innocent. Of course, they're my friend. But you know, like even before we were talking like the Medicare thing, it's like I'm not gonna pretend to know things I don't know, right? And I think a lot of people have a hard time doing that. But that's kind of what you have to do. You have to like just kind of learn to acknowledge and just be like objective about it and be like, hey, I don't know this.
Well, if I
so
was
I'm
him,
not
I just
gonna
wouldn't
say
talk
shit.
about it. Like, if I was him, I just would like be very. I just wouldn't talk about it because, like, if I found out that a friend was being accused of doing all these drugs, I would just not talk. Because again, I understand that maybe
You're expected to.
Well, I
is the
understand.
issue.
Listen, I understand that I'm like literally, if I was friends with Nick, I'd just be like, you know what? I don't know. I'm not gonna talk about it until I see the body cam footage. But that's just me, cause like, I don't know.
I use Dev as an example, but a better example would probably be Jazz, right? Like if Jazz was like accused of something ridiculous, right? I don't know what the fuck I do because Jazz is like my literal best friend. Right? Jazz is the guy that I run a podcast with. Jazz is the guy I talk to like 3 times a week, right? I'm that dude, right? And everyone would expect me to talk about it, right?
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's in that case scenario, right? Again, I'm generally not an emotional person, but in that case scenario, I think I would have a hard time being like, well, let me be objective about this, right? I don't
Okay,
know.
hang
Maybe
on.
he did, maybe he didn't.
Let's be really real about this scenario. If some shit comes out, you know for a fact it's way more likely it's gonna be you than me.
Hey, what the fuck?
I'm
What are you trying to say?
I'm
What
saying
are you
that you're a
trying to
menace.
say?
I'm saying you're a menace. That's what
Bro,
I'm
this is
saying.
bullshit. We were just talking the other day about how I get in trouble for fucking everything while you're out here fucking calling your fucking Dark Souls character Nogger with an O, Jazz, and putting him in fucking blackface for my stream, alright?
Well, yeah, but I can because I'm black, so I can make these jokes, and they can't do anything to me about it.
This is bullshit. Fuck, were you seeing this shit I have to deal with? Man's just jumping in here to Akko's stream to fucking talk shit with me.
It's
swear to
alright. I
God.
gave him permission, so you know.
Oh, my bad. Yeah,
Swear
no,
to
I should have asked before just jumping on it. No, sorry. I'm
Unless
sorry.
I put something that says please ask to join, you're typically fine.
Oh, okay. Because I do find this this conversation quite stimulating, so I wouldn't mind if yeah, I could pop in here and there and chime in a little.
Well, since you're here, why don't you give your opinion on the Camelot Ricada drama then? What would you do?
To be fair, I don't know a whole lot about exactly what the deal is with all that.
Let's
I know
say
we've
that
been
there was
doing-
accusations that I was giving cocaine to my little brothers, and I was secretly a cocaine addict. And by secretly, I mean it's really obvious. I'm like having like fucking breakdowns like on camera on stream. But there was also like.
Oh,
you know,
okay. Because I was gonna say my absolute first thing would be to like approach you in private and ask you about it. But if it's like this is hard confirmed, this is actually happening, right?
Is it? Is it hard confirmed that's happening?
So
Well, actually, I guess
well,
at first it wasn't, right? So like,
Okay.
What you just said makes it sound like it's hard confirmed it's actually happening.
yeah.
No,
so
no,
let
okay,
me
so-
let me give the
I think at this point
context.
it is, but
It is he is going to have a very hard time proving it's not, because here's the thing. There are multiple instances where the signs of cocaine use have been exhibited on stream. Not only that, it was confirmed by the guy that he was cucking, which isn't necessarily the best place to get your information from, because the guy's going to play up his side 110% of the time. But like, the guy said, yeah, he was doing cocaine. He did it in front of me. I did, like, the guy admitted himself he did cocaine, which is crazy. But, you know, so, like, we have a guy saying that, like, it happened. Not only that, but, like, the police arrested him and said they found it. And it was on the report that said they found it. And now we're going to get body cam footage at some point. So here's the thing. Have we seen on camera definitive proof that he is taking cocaine? No, I don't think so. Will we see with the body cam footage? Probably.
didn't they find cocaine? In
Possibly.
They did
his,
find. The police alleged.
Just, like in one of their
So-
kids' like
Yes.
hair or
So-
something like that.
So the way that what happened is that when they arrested him, they found cocaine in his residence. They tested the children, and his 9-year-old, one of his youngest children, tested positive. None of the other kids did, but his 9-year-old did, which is kind of weird, and everybody was getting on the whole, oh, it's a false positive, you need to do it again. The fact that only one kid showed it and all of the other kids didn't, that is a major fucking again, not only one of his kids, but one of his youngest, his favorite kid that he has said multiple times that he likes because she's just like him. She has narcolepsy, she has problems sleeping, just like him. So his favorite kid tested positive for it. That is a big issue. And if I don't know what you guys know about cocaine testing, but the way that they test it, it's very easy to get it tested again. And the people that reported it say that there's a very big chance that that is real. And the thing that is most mind-boggling is Rekieta said it was real. He basically admitted and said, yes, this is real.
Yeah, I believe it. Okay, so that's more like recent stuff, right? So because by this point, Camelot isn't defending him at all.
Okay. Yeah,
well, Camelot had him on stream today, so I don't know.
I'm gonna go back to hypothetical for a second, right? Obviously, like my first thing would be to approach you specifically, and like ask you straight up, and like I don't know how like exactly what Camelot's relationship is with Rekieta, right? Is that the guy's name?
Yeah, Nicholas Rekieta. Ricky Racket's the Rail King.
Okay, like that close? Because like if that's the case, then
I'm pretty sure they've met.
I would look you dead in your face. Like I'd have you turn your goddamn
hold on. I'm gonna take you. Hold on. I'm gonna give you a quick. Let's assume, right? You are expected to make like a stream about this, right? You're expected to talk about it. I'm not talking. I'm not talking to you.
Okay, buddy.
I'm maybe not streaming, right? How do you handle a situation?
So I suppose what I do is like
everyone's expecting you to make a video.
Yeah, no, like as far as like, because again, you're my best friend too, right? Like I trust you implicitly. If we're in a lethal scenario, I trust you with my back, right?
Sorry.
Like for real. If we're like in a lethal scenario, I trust my back to you. Like that's how.
Oh my gosh. That didn't do damage to me. What the hell?
Oh, got fucked.
That didn't do any damage. What the fuck?
So if I haven't like heard anything
oh my
from you,
fuck! How is that not killing me? What the fuck?
And I'm seeing all this damning evidence, and I gotta like make a stream about it. I gotta like make a public fucking statement about it. I'm gonna be like, I got nothing to say until I talk to Rosa. Like that's gonna be. I got nothing to say until I talk to Rosa, until I hear from her what exactly.
Why is this not doing damage to me? Is this real?
I trust you. I trust you implicitly.
He probably hasn't. He probably doesn't have the stats to wield that weapon. If I had to guess.
Oh, well, then
he's just fucking with you.
I just see you getting backstepped over and over again.
He's giving you the back
Who's
shots right now.
doing this?
Clearly.
That is a +0 weapon, and he does not have the levels to actually
This
use
man
it.
is here just to joke with me.
It would seem so. Yes, he's just fucking around. I'm gonna let you finish so I can finish. I'm gonna let you finish with this guy, and then I'll get back to the conversation.
He has so much health. What the fuck?
We're all hard focused on this right now because it's actually pretty funny. You gotta make a clip out of this one. This is great.
I don't know who you are. I don't know if this person's in chat, but this is awesome. I expected this man just to slay me, you know.
Like, and you're not doing
being
any
white and
damage to
redhead
him,
in 2024.
Like it looks like you're also not really doing any damage to him.
Does this man just like, okay? This isn't an NPC, is
Biden
it?
is stealing fucking Jazz's blackness and giving it to me so that he can, continue to blackwash all the redheads.
Oh, for God's sake! But
you wondered where all the blackness was going.
Like I'm not losing any health. What the fuck?
Oko, pro tip: when somebody like chucks Estus right in front of you, walk around behind them and backstab them.
I know.
It's okay. So I know you're new to this, but I'm just saying.
How many heals does this man have?
They're right there. Ah, Oko, you drag right in front of you. Come on.
My advice: don't attack first, like ever. The lag.
Yeah, but he's not attacking me. That's the problem.
Yeah, he's not even attacking anymore. He's just rolling around now.
How does he have this much health?
How does he have so much vitality? He's got like 99 vitality or some shit. Like,
is this man hacking? Is that possible?
He might be, because like this amount of Estus chugs, like he's chugged Estus like 10 times already. I'm pretty sure this is a hack. I think you might have to kill yourself to end this.
I'm on my way. You can summon me.
Okay. Hurry up
I feel
then.
like this guy's just fucking around.
Because
at
I'm
this
not
point,
losing
like,
any
he's-
health. Well, I'm losing
But neither
very,
is
very
he.
little health. Excuse me.
This shit is wild.
Are you out of heals?
It's crazy.
Yes, I am
what's
out of
his name?
heals.
I can't really see.
His name is Night Knight.
He's absolutely fucking with you. Wait, he's also like not taking damage as well.
No, he is. He's just got all so many heals.
No, I mean just not a lot. Yeah, he does have seems to have just infinite heals, which is odd because I'm pretty sure you get your heals limited when you join someone else.
Well, yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, there's no way you should have like 10 fucking Estus
He's had
sips.
more than 10. That's the crazy
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, this is hacks for sure. Which is wild because like, how is he not getting booted off the server at that point? Are you guys playing on a?
Yeah.
Oh, that's. Wait, what mods are you guys using?
I'm losing
None.
very little health.
Oh,
I have a Spanish mod.
oh, okay. Do they just not like
That's about
really
it,
give a fuck with like mods and shit on the DS1 servers?
Man needs to like
no,
get
they
into a
do.
corner. Look, Jenny, where are you?
I don't know. I'm on my way. You're fucking far as shit.
I know.
I'm
Hi,
trying
Mom.
to-
Hello.
Wait, did I go the wrong way?
Did you?
I think so.
I almost feel like he wants me to try and
Where's
backstab him.
Yeah, the number of heals he has is ridiculous. I don't know. Check to confirm. Does do you like get your heals like lowered when you join someone? I'm pretty sure you do. You invade.
And now I'm dead. Okay. Thank God he
He
finished
decided to
it.
finally actually kill you.
Fuck's sake.
Holy shit. Ooh,
You
vey.
swapped to an actual weapon? God, my
Also,
fucking throat. Hold on.
Enigma would like to know how your day was.
Day's fine. Alright, let's get back. Do you want to continue
Fucking
talking?
yapping too hard. My throat.
I don't even remember how I got
Pussy?
there.
Hold on.
Yeah, where were we?
We were talking about whether or not you would sweep
Oh,
for
yeah, yeah.
Ginny
So-
if she
so,
did
yeah.
cocaine.
Yeah, so like again, if the evidence is highly stacked against her, but I have not actually spoken to her about it yet. I'm telling
Yeah.
everybody that I'm waiting to hear from her to know what the actual fuck is going. Because I know Rosa will not lie to me, especially about some shit like that. And like if she tells me that it's all true, that it's real, then you know I'm packing up a sharp object. I'm heading to Florida. I'm taking it myself because I know that she's like followed or been possessed or something. I know it's on me to
You're
sort
going
that shit
to
out. I
you're
have
gonna
to
pull
do
an
it.
irate gamer and exorcise the Sonichu demon that's in her soul.
Oh, no, I'm just gonna kill her. Like I'm sure that at that point it's probably
In
gonna be
Minecraft.
anyway. So
You see, chat. Do you remember the conversation I had before about real ones? This is a real one.
yeah. Like I know she'd do the same for me if I got corrupted. So
I am out of
And
humanity.
I'd kill you for less.
I'll have to test and see exactly where that line is.
Well, I need to go grab that shit so I can restore my humanity.
I'm
it?
up here now, by the way.
Okay, well I gotta go restore my
yeah,
humanity.
Anyway, but in all
I got up
seriousness,
here like
with
as
this
you
whole-
died.
Yeah, in all seriousness with this whole Ricada thing, I like it feels like if you don't have enough information to like straight up condemn somebody, but it does look really bad.
You just say
fucking
nothing?
Put your head down. Yeah, just fucking put your head down until you hear back from this, like the actual, like, message the fuck out of them. Spam their shit, spam their DMs, spam everything. They're gonna respond at some point. They have to. So just wait until it happens. Keep your head down in the meantime.
I know they've talked. I don't know the details though. I never have time to catch Cam's stream because he always streams around the same time I'm streaming.
Well, he did stream tonight, and he had Ricada on tonight, which I find very bizarre. Because, like, he said that,
but
like, he said that,
All I'm
like,
saying is that. Oh, go ahead. You first.
I just, I don't know. Like, if you want to have the dude on, grift off of him, whatever, fine. But, like, from what I have seen, I don't feel like I need to see the body cam footage. If it, I will say right now, if the body cam footage comes out and somehow wildly exonerates Ricada, he's not doing cocaine, he's not swinging with this woman who has been confirmed to be at his house even as we speak, I will 100% say that I was wrong. But, like,
That would be wild.
I am pretty sure that he is.
Yeah.
I am pretty sure that
I
he
mean,
is
if
doing
you-
cocaine. I'm pretty sure that he somehow, either knowingly or unknowingly, I pray to God it's unknowingly, his child is on it, and he didn't know, I'm hoping, and that he was swinging with this man's wife. I believe that to be a fact, but I will say I was wrong if it comes out that the police unfortunately arrested an innocent man, but I don't believe that. I just don't.
Yeah, I highly doubt it. Well,
I just don't believe it. And the fact that Ricada keeps trying to spin that spits in the face of everything that he builds. It spits in the face of all the people that respected him, too. So, are we talking about Mr. Ricada? We are talking about Mr. Ricada, yes.
the way that my brain read that as, are we talking about Mr. Rickles? I was like, huh?
I am by... So are you
Is
up
that
on
his
that
nickname?
platform, by the way? Because I'll
Yep.
head up there. Okay. And head back.
As far as how Cam's handling it, if they actually have talked and Ricada's been real with him the way Rose would be real with me, because you're saying their friendship's on our level, then
I would
Well,
assume so.
dude's actually not
that
gonna
was-
lie to.
That was a guess.
Oh, okay.
I assume so.
I don't think any friendships on our level, bro.
True. Dab me up. But yeah, as far as like, yeah, if the evidence is that damning, where it's like there's no reproach at all, like there's no way around it, because you sound pretty convinced.
I am
Okay.
pretty convinced. I could send you clips and show
Yeah.
you. But,
Well, I mean, I believe you. I trust.
I mean, he just flat out fucking said it, hasn't he?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he said
So
that,
at that point,
the
yeah, I gotta head to Florida. We gotta way to handle the situation.
Let me
We settle it
clarify.
old school. We
Yeah,
settle it blood brother style.
Oh shit, I didn't
Hold
go to the
on.
bonfire. Is there another
He said that
bonfire
the,
close by here?
No, just that one down there.
Okay, I'm gonna
that
head
one
back.
connects, like, to everything. There's a way
Because-
for you to get up here. It's a bit of a shortcut. On the staircase, there's a jump you can make. So this staircase, I don't know if you noticed, but it's a double staircase. There's 2 layers to it. If you get on the staircase and you get a little bit of the way up, you can actually jump over the railing onto the other level.
Shit, I went the wrong way. I'm dead.
I want to joke about the man, but I feel so bad. I'm just heavily disappointed about how far the guy
Well,
fell
yeah.
in Binds of Depravity. Yeah, dude, it sucks. And
It-
it's really sad because it's. I feel like something that like a lot of people forget is that it's really easy to fuck up in this world. Like there's so much shit around you. And I know it's. A lot of people like to be like, oh, it's so easy just to not be a bad person, but it's like it's really easy to be a bad person in this world. And you know, like I oftentimes whenever like I talk about like shit like this, right? I never like tell people like, oh, like, wow, how could he do that? I would never do that. Because I'll be honest with you, I know that there's a lot of bad shit that I could do if I really wanted to. Right? And I can easily see like a slip up one day where I'm just like, well, you know what, fuck it. Like, you know, you're heat of the moment type shit, right? And like you
Oh,
you don't think about it,
Someone.
and you just do something stupid. It happens. And like I'm not gonna sit here and be like and pretend like I'm some sort of like higher moral being that would never fuck up.
I mean, to be
Even though I
fair, you
haven't
did,
ever
right? I
fucked
mean,
up, by the way.
Well, I mean, you did eat that kid's finger with that one time. So.
We're not having this conversation. We're not having this conversation.
I...
We're not having this conversation. This is not a conversation that's happening right now.
Oh, sorry.
Anyway, but like, I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's just like, okay, at what point, like, what is enough for people to feel confident? And at what point, like, is it okay? Are you doing this because you want to grift? What are you doing here? I don't know. I wouldn't want to be in Camelot's
Are
position.
we talking about like Ricada or Camelot?
Yeah, we're talking about Ricada. I'm saying, like, at what point do you have to say, okay, I don't feel comfortable talking about that anymore? But that's just me. That's just me. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
and
at the end
Camelot
of the day,
can...
like, Camelot's channel's like thriving off of this because he has a bit of like kind of like an insider sort of perspective because he's
Yeah.
friends with.
Yeah, that's
Ricada.
why so many people
so-
I see are upset with him.
Yeah, because he keeps talking about it, but also like at the end of the day, it's kind of his job, right? And so this extra views, right? Like yes, it's a grift, right? But like we're fucking content creators. That grifting is kind of part of the job, unfortunately.
Well, what
Right?
limit
so
would you
at
set
some
then?
point, at
Up
some
to
point,
a point. No, I'd like
Yeah,
to think I'd have
if-
like enough.
if it's the case scenario where he's talking about Ricada, right? And Ricada's like, oh, I don't want you to talk about me, and he keeps doing it, right? Well, that is just like a fucking breach of like his friendship with Ricada, right? But if your kid is skillily fucking down, and he's like coming on the channel and shit, and like they're talking about it, fuck it, talk about it. That is one of your things for the day, right? You know, like people oftentimes will stream and they talk about crazy shit that they've experienced, crazy anecdotes, crazy things that they've had during their work day or whatever, right? Whether you like it or not, the kid is part of his life. Right?
I'm not saying that I don't like it. I just think that, like,
yeah,
you have to be very careful with optics.
It's just one of those things you're gonna talk to.
Have you put down your sign?
My sign's been down. Are you
Okay.
human?
So is it?
Oh,
Yeah, I'm human.
not...
You're still
Are
up
you
there?
up here?
Yeah, I'll
up
head
here.
back up to the courtyard.
I can come down if you want.
No, stay in the courtyard. I'll be up there in a moment.
Oh, my neck.
My apologies. Went back and forth. I died. I
you're
grabbed my
good, you're
thing.
good.
I didn't reverse my
We've been
hollowing.
talking, and so that kind of like, I don't know about you, but that distracts the shit out of me.
That's fine.
So I've literally been like in sync, just kind of over and over again, jumping over like the little shadows of the spires that are up here.
You're fine.
It's kind of starting to make me motion sick. How am I doing it?
I've personally seen from a friend I used to be close to for nearly 6 years get caught in substance addiction and how it can warp you and distort your behavior perspective. Yeah. I don't know. I obviously can't speak to the friendships of people that are not close to me. I just think that there is a responsibility when this is your job to be careful to not sensationalize it to a certain extent. When I think my limit is when there's kids involved. And because like I think if I was in his position, the moment where I see the kids being involved, I was like, okay, I'm not going to talk about this. But that's just me. You know?
And you're also not on cocaine.
It's true. Anyway, is our boss coming up soon? Are we almost there?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is actually the class. It's the Dark Souls boss. Everyone loves this boss fight. It's the boss fight everyone talks about. Wait, come here.
Still, in regards to this whole thing,
How
I
do
have
I-
to imagine it's a difficult situation
You jump.
to try and
You go up
navigate
and then
when-
down. You
when
go up
old
the steps
things-
and you jump as you're coming down the steps.
How do
You know
we
how to
jump again?
You run and then you tap the run button again.
Oh yeah, for Dark Souls.
Like while you're running.
Run and jump is awful.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
higher up.
It's so bad.
Yeah, this is the era before the L3 to jump.
Yeah.
Thanks to Dark Souls 2, by the way.
Yeah, I was trying to say, it's like, it just seems like it's probably a much harder thing to navigate when it's
Oh,
about
lovely.
somebody who's really close to you like that, right?
Yeah. I think the saddest part is the fact that this man's a lawyer and keeps fucking yapping about it. Shut
Well,
up!
would you agree then that he should not be going on anybody's streams and talking about it then?
He should be off the fucking internet and sorting his shit out is what he should be doing.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about Cam,
Or-
right?
No,
Yeah.
Cam. No,
Oh,
yeah,
I
Cam's
mean-
fine.
Turn
Cam can.
himself in.
Listen,
I
Cam can do
mean-
whatever he wants.
If the
Yeah, I mean,
cocaine
Raketa.
for kids thing is real, like, yeah, turn yourself in.
No, yeah,
Fuck outta here.
when the whole kids thing came out, I was just like, okay, Raketa, I don't know what the fuck you're still doing on the internet. Your kids are not in your
Yeah,
possession. You're at home with your co-core wife and your co-core girl that you stole from another man. You should stay off of the internet. I think the thing that bothers me the most is the fact that he's not even willing to get drug tested. Because, like, literally, Child Protective Services was like, yeah, we'll give you your kids back. You just got to get random drug testing. He's like, no, I don't want to get random drug testing. They're like, but you don't get your kids back. And he's like, I don't care. I mean, I don't think that's
fuck?
exactly what he said. But, like, he's not willing to undergo random drug
Who's
testing.
this guy?
I don't know.
Who is he? What's he wearing?
He's the onion-looking guy.
Oh, so that's what it looks like underneath the armor. 'Cause I don't see the armor. I just see him in like rags and like a fucking like. Bro is broski's hollowing.
Poor guy.
Oh man,
Alright, where are we going?
he gotta do his squats, bro. I can see his ribs.
No, yeah, but like literally, man could get his kids back, but he refused to undergo random drug testing.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked.
Like unironically, if I was innocent, I would be like, yeah, you can come and test me every single day. I'll piss in your hands if you want me to, so I can have my kids back. But he's not willing to.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's us. That's us.
that's beyond sus.
I mean, chat, correct me if I'm wrong at all, but like that's a major issue. Oh, where'd you go?
No, I agree. I agree.
Come over here. Went to this room. Turn around. Turn around.
Yeah, like you've like you've been saying, it does all just sound pretty damning in general.
That's
so.
a hot picture.
Wait. David holding with both hands. That is a hot picture. I have a Rosa version of that art piece.
I believe it. I'm pretty
You wanna
sure
see
my
it?
friend wanted a pic. Yeah, you can send it to me later.
Wait, you've been here. This way. I'm literally running around in circles.
Because the internet will not give a duck about his kids in the grand scheme of things, I don't think anyone discussing him will lend an arm to take his children. Oh, hold on. YouTube is like crazy with cutting off chats that are way too long. I don't think anybody discussing him will lend an arm to take his children when he's ducked up, and when all of this is said and done, like Kendrick told Drake's son in to meet at the Grams, just play this back when you're 18. I don't know. I just think
Oh
like
wait, we're on the wrong level. That's why everything's fucked.
the smartest idea is he needs to stay off the internet. Like again, legal mindset was like the legal mindset. The first thing he said is, "Nick, get the fuck off the internet." And like Nick is saying, "Oh, he's just some anime weirdo that might be touching kids," and it's like, bro, are you kidding me? You're gonna say that about this guy, and all he wants is for you to be good, to get healthy. Do I have to get up there with you? Fuck, I have to jump again. I hate that.
Please, please. No, yeah. Just jump across that railing. You got this.
Oh,
You don't have to. You can also just go up and then come down. It's like these steps. I think no, the other steps. One of these steps.
No!
Oh, you're dead.
I'm not dead.
Are you alive?
Yeah, I'm alive.
Like ass.
Don't forget to change
you're
the
still not on
screen.
the right staircase though. Oh yeah, you've not been showing your game for a little bit. I think.
How do I, which one is it?
Right here. No, come down.
I know, but like,
You
is
fast.
there a way to, change
Oh,
the step?
so from where you're at, you're gonna go up
Yeah.
to the ceiling, right? You're gonna take the stairs and go up to the ceiling. I can just go get you.
Oh, you can't. Oh, I see. You have to go up to the
The other
courtyard.
staircase, the one that's like through the room.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll go
You
up to the courtyard. Yeah. I had to edit this because the F word is banned. Yes, the F word is banned. I don't know. Maybe I'm speaking about things I don't know. I am just a random internet drama whore that likes to point and laugh. All I know is that I have seen this guy that I used to watch and think that he actually could tell
This way.
law
This way. This way.
degrade multiple times.
Yeah.
This way?
This way.
I mean, it is
Yeah.
a different kind of thing.
There's a bad guy though.
Something like really
I see
real like
that.
this, as opposed
We're
to
getting
this is a really bad
invaded.
time to get invaded. We need to kill this guy quick. We need to kill this guy really quick. Actually, let's just leave the room. Let's just leave the room. Let's just get the fuck out of here. Right. Let's go up to the courtyard. Run. I hear someone fucking with something. I don't like it.
Can you
Okay,
heal?
we'll just wait up here. No.
I was saying, it is a different kind of thing when you're dealing with something like really real like this, as opposed to like the schoolyard drama bullshit that VTuber
Yeah.
stuff usually is.
Dude, the VTubers are getting worse and worse though. Did you see the Black VTuber Awards at all?
Oh yeah, I saw that whole thing.
Ugh.
I still think that shit's wild. The fact that the host ended up being
Half
fucking
white.
Robert De Niro's kid.
Yeah, I was like, really?
Yeah, shit's wild.
I was
Robert
like,
De
when you really-
Niro's
when you
kid
really-
is raining rainbows out of her titties. Can
I-
you imagine that headline?
dude.
Well, here's the thing, though. You got to think about it from like the Hollywood person perspective, right? Because they're all like very eccentric, typically. So like the fact that their kids are getting involved in VTubing of all things shouldn't actually be that surprising.
Oh no, I'm not
When you think
surprised at
about
all. Circuit needs to be on the podcast. Who's Circuit?
But yeah, I mean, it does kind of suck though, that old thing where it's like, oh, but she's not black enough because she's only half. to actually,
That's
be doing this whole
bullshit.
thing.
I okay, listen, I hate it when I hear it's like, oh, you're not black enough, and I'm like, bro,
The
this is
inclusivity
your.
people aren't looking very inclusive right now.
It's just like, bro, this is somebody that literally, I don't
Like-
care,
This- This is like it straight up feels like a mudblood moment, right? Like
It
kinda
does.
just-
Like, here's the thing that's so crazy. It's just like half of the American black people aren't black enough because, like, bro, you are most of
Yeah,
your
we're all
ancestors
nuts.
came over here and integrated with other white people.
Yeah, we're all nuts here.
I mean, Static. I don't think Static likes us very much. I know he's okay with Lumi, but
Oh, you're gonna fight him? Yeah, go ahead. Oh, back away. This guy's pretty honorable, so I don't want to jump on him. You got this.
oh, he's really pretty honorable.
Yeah. He was gonna fight just me. We like waved at each other, but
I'm dead.
I'll just let you. Oh.
Thanks for helping.
Yeah, I got you. He waved at me. All right?
Lovely.
He enacted the code, and so the code occurred. And you
Okay.
disobeyed the code, so you died.
What
That's what happened if you
code?
disobeyed the code. We emoted at each other, which means we're gonna have a 1v1.
Okay.
That's the code.
Okay. Well, I'll wait by.
you know.
I have to
Yeah,
go to
works,
the
yeah.
courtyard to get my shit back now. Because you didn't help me.
I'm gonna come down to where you are.
I gotta go to the
you
courtyard to get my shit
Mhm.
back.
I know, I'm coming to where you are. I'm coming.
Yeah, do be careful of that.
I can go with
It's
you.
like people take their one-on-one seriously in Dark Souls.
I don't care. I just want to play the game.
And that's why you died, because you didn't care. Oy vey.
Wait, did I go down the wrong staircase? I think I might have. No, okay. I'm here.
I gotta start all over again on this damn thing because the guy decides to come in and say, "Hey, do me," and I'm like, "No,
I'm right by
I'd
the
rather
bonfire.
not."
Sign is down.
It's typical with most of these groups that I dislike the most. It's just like, bro, like, why is it that there's got to be like classism in a race of people? Like, we all can be friendly with each other. I don't know.
Because
I believe
classism is the actual issue.
I believe they called this shit colorism. Actually, they had to make up another new dumbass term.
Colorism.
Oh, of course.
I know.
Yeah. Because there's like this whole theory where it's like, oh yeah, the light skins are seen as better than the darker skinned blacks, and it's like a whole fucking thing, right? And it's like, god damn it, how do you guys like stack the retardation on top of each other like this? Like, how do you guys keep making it even dumber?
It's just like,
Just
I
consistently.
love Jazz. Jazz is my favorite coon.
oh god.
Actually, correction,
Oh.
as of today, he is an honorary Latino. So,
Hey, that's true.
Oh.
That did happen.
that's
Are we
true.
almost? So, we should probably be done after the next boss.
It happened on Twitter, so that's how you know it's real.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just...
Twitter is the
Remember,
most
chat.
real place on earth, really.
Everything you see on Twitter is real, chat.
Mm-hmm.
I just look at it and I'm like, bro, you guys ruin the things that you want to make, and
Yeah.
you make it hard for people to take you seriously. Like, I think Static made a great video when he was talking about it. He's just like, you guys ruined a
Yeah,
thing and
it's-
you didn't need to, and it's just like, yeah.
It's
You-
pretty
I-
fun. Well, I mean, here's the thing. It's a thing that didn't really deserve to exist in the first place, and shouldn't exist at all. But I mean, this was a shit way for it to die. So,
No, yeah,
Jazz,
I
can
don't
we
think
make
it's
the
gonna
white
happen again.
VTuber awards, and can you compete in them?
yes. And
Well,
yes.
no. The white VTuber awards is what Fillion runs, don't you know? That's what they say. Because there are no black
Sorry,
VTubers in her award
Wait,
show.
no, what? Hang on. I need context on that statement. What the fuck? What are you talking about?
No, I'm just like projecting what they would probably say because Fillion is the one who made the VTuber awards, and because
Oh.
not enough
Well, she made
black
one
people.
of the many VTuber awards.
Yeah, but I was saying, I feel like
there's a VTuber awards like every other fucking week.
You're not wrong. There's the VTuber awards. There's the small
Yeah.
VTuber awards that everybody else is also complaining about still.
because the VTuber space isn't actually a VTuber community, so nobody actually like has a vote on who gets to host this shit or like when we're doing it or what we're doing. And like people just make up their own shit, and like if they got a big enough following, I guess most people will gravitate towards that. But like we don't really make like an official actual thing that everyone agrees on.
Where'd you go? Did you go up the
You know what
stairs
we should
already?
do? I have a better idea. We should do a VTuber awards, but exclusively have face cameras.
Okay, Kenji.
So, I
Can
I
you
can-
do this?
Well, Kenji
that
is
mean I
like,
can
well, no,
be-
Kenji was like, I want one of you guys to come and fight me, but I know you won't because you won't show your face.
Oh, I mean, he could have just asked me. I'd have my whole thing is showing my face, and I could go for a good fight. You know,
Yeah, and Jazz is actually black.
Yeah, but it won't. It's like Alyssa McConte. It's not gonna work
He
out.
just doesn't look like it with his VTuber model.
Who, Genji?
Yeah, Kenji.
Yeah, Kent, because we're talking about the motherfucker with the backwards hat, right? Looks like a goddamn like RPG protagonist and shit, like that motherfucker with the
The
red.
monkey VTuber?
Is he a monkey?
Yes, he is a
I thought
monkey.
I thought he was just a dude.
No, he's a monkey,
Oh.
Bro.
which makes it even
bro,
worse.
Bro, I saw. So. Dude, I have no respect for that guy, and I'll tell you why. I always constantly see him grifting about. He's always fucking bitching about. Oh, you know, like there's no like black, you know, model makers or whatever. Yeah, there are. Which is why my model. Yeah, which is why my model is white. This is what my model was gonna look like at first. It's like, motherfucker, you make so much money. Why haven't you just made it? Like, what are you on? What are you talking about? Right? Look how my model turned out. I'm not this.
You blocked me.
My model is super white. This is how my model's gonna look. And you look at a picture of him compared to the model that he was trying to make, and the model he was trying to make is darker than he is. Bro looks fucking Latino, okay? Bro looks fucking Mexican.
I know he did like show his actual face at one point. I forgot what he looked
He did,
like,
and then he complained that he got doxxed.
I believe you.
I'm just gonna try and move on because I'm spending too long trying to do this.
Yeah. We have a lot of souls. We should probably level up. Have you been leveling up?
Yeah.
Okay, I've been forgetting. Let's focus up. Let's focus up. Signs down. Right? Or are you just gonna run ahead?
I'm just gonna run ahead.
Oh no, you're out of humanity, aren't you?
I'm out of humanity. I've been out of humanity for a while. I just had to go back to the last place to recover it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why it's been taking so long.
Where's the you died? I can go put it there. Well, actually, no, 'cause you have to come back and recover it anyway. To come back and like rehumanize.
Yeah. That's the problem.
Do you want to have a run where maybe instead you join me, so that we can like go through it, right? Get you some more humanity from killing the boss.
Sure.
Oh no. Oh, this works.
Am I actually close to the boss?
Get fucked.
The boss is like around the corner. You can go fight the boss whenever you want.
Is there like a shortcut back to the front, or is that the only bonfire?
There is, which is what I was trying to unlock. That's what I was trying to take you.
Oh, the dude that's in that room? Is that it?
No, it's the room next to him. We don't actually have to fight him.
I'll go back then. Thank you for telling me. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Actually, you're currently in the room that leads to the boss fight. If you just go down the stairs, the boss fight's down there.
I see. This is just a shortcut. Hi there, buddy.
Hello.
Hello. Hit me.
Fuck, this is not a nice spot to fight you, buddy.
Is that the first song that comes to mind when you hear somebody say the word hello? Because for me, it's still Lionel Richie, but I'm old as fuck, so.
I don't know who Lionel Richie is.
Not the
You definitely heard that. You must have heard that song at least once in your life. The one's like, hello.
Yeah.
Is it me you're looking for? Etc. and so on.
I have heard that.
Yeah. Everyone's heard that song somewhere at some point. Like it's that prolific, right?
Which Souls game is this? 1.
What the fuck? God damn it! Got bullied by a fucking Silver Knight.
Oof.
I think
just backstab it.
Was that door open the entire time? That door was open the entire time, wasn't it?
Hmm?
That door was open the entire time, wasn't it?
That door? Yeah.
Mad. I didn't have to run through all of that, and it was open the entire fucking time. I should be able to reverse
I opened it for you.
You might have, and I just didn't see it. I'm out of humanity. I thought I grabbed my okay, whatever. I'll have to fight him alone.
Unfortunate, you are juiceless.
Fucking sake, bro.
What'd you find?
I died.
Oh.
Very unfortunate.
Ah, yes. The room with the mimic. There you go. The occult club. Dragon tooth. Hello,
Are you kidding me?
You get murdered by us overnight.
Yeah. See, chat, I never have issues with the bosses. It's always the basic bitches.
I've acquired the Howl set. By the way, the Howl set's the set that makes you basically immortal. It's just really fucking heavy.
Yes, it is.
I fucking hate this area. I don't know if I've expressed that yet, but it is how I feel. Not a big fan of this area.
30 on 30.
30 on 30. Area gives me a fucking headache. Hi, Spinoraptor. Says hello, mommy. I'm MommaOcco.
Fuck's sake.
Well, I mean, Mama is part of her name, so technically speaking, it's still accurate.
MommaOcco now.
But yeah, Rosa. I mean, the white people got to be able to address her somehow. They don't say Mama, they say Mommy.
Is Mama black coded?
Yeah, totally.
Bro, Mama is Hispanic coded.
Is it?
We're the ones that call our fucking mom's mama.
Well, this is like Madre or some shit.
No, mama.
God.
You stole that shit from us. I'm fuck you.
Culturally appropriated, get fucked.
I'm 100% certain I'm wrong, by the way. I'm just saying that.
No, we're just having fun here.
I've unlocked my shortcut, so I can get up here pretty quickly. You say the OSA?
Madre.
Or just silence?
Down
You
the
mean an Occo?
stairs.
Huh?
I'm guessing
Yeah,
these two
Madre's
knights
too
are
formal.
not the boss.
Madre is what I call my mom when I'm mad at her.
Burning robot, thank you for the follow. Alright, we traverse the light.
You fucking cunt! Stupid fucking silver beaner! You little bitch! Come here!
Oh! I know who that is. I know who this boss duo is.
Yeah.
Zornstein and Smo.
Yep.
Yep.
Literally, not only are they in
Yeah,
every
I
Dark
like
Souls
boss fight.
game,
It's gonna
but
be
they are in
fun.
Warframe too. So which one do I kill first?
Wait, they're in every Dark Souls game?
At least as enemies. Because I know that they're in Elden Ring. Oh, for fuck's
What?
sake. Yeah, they're in Elden Ring. They're the Godskin
Orphans,
duo.
huh?
Yeah, they're the Godskin duo.
Oh! Okay, well, it used to be like the concept of having like
Yeah,
a
the
dual boss
concept
fight,
of
yeah.
them.
Oh, okay. All right. For a second,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
got real confused for a second there.
No, no,
was like,
no.
huh?
Sorry,
No, you're good. You're good.
To be
Okay.
fair, Ornstein himself is in like 2 of the game. He's in Dark Souls 2 as well.
Yeah. And he's kinda in Dark Souls 3. I mean, his dead body's there.
There's a few different armors. Like different dragon slayers.
He looks like
Yeah.
Grendel. Well, that's because he does. That's because Grendel is based off of him.
Oh, my back.
Well, I have to fight them alone, sadly.
Well, you can join me to fight them.
Can
and
I
then
do
you can get
that?
humanity from that. Yeah.
But I'm not human.
You don't need to be human to join me. I just have to be human to summon you.
Oh.
Put down your sign.
Hold on, I need to murder this man.
Yeah. If you kill him with me, then I can join you once, because you'll get it 1 humanity. I'm pretty sure.
Alright, it's in the room with the bonfire.
Good. I believe we also get to unlock fast travel after this boss fight, if I'm not mistaken. There's a big boss to end it on as well, by the way. I know you said earlier you wanted to end soon.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I guess the person that Fillion had their model made from responded to everything that's going on.
Oh, of course we get invaded immediately.
Oh yeah, shit. We were just talking about Phalion, but I remember there was that whole fucking thing with the
Careful with this guy.
what was it?
Very high deck.
The partnership with Good
Very
Smile,
light.
right?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I guess the person
Yeah.
responded.
I'm dead. That was mid fucking dodge, dude. It's insane.
Yeah, that's just pretty wild. I did check out Rev's coverage. Like he went over the whole thing and it's like, holy shit. That is wild. Using a model she didn't even pay for and
Oh, that's
trying to,
interesting.
like, fucking make merch off of it.
So the art
Shit's crazy.
this is in Japanese, so translation might be bad, but they've said we requested that all production schedules for this character merchandising project be suspended. I don't need royalties or incentives. I just want to protect the copyright of the character. If I were to allow this, such as though the sale of copyright licenses, then any character derived from my models would have their own copyright, which would result in people who use the same models as their base becoming embroiled in complicated copyright disputes. I want people to know that my booth characters are not models for some person, but models for all groups, as long as it's not completely original. No matter how many revisions I make, traces of the original author remain, and I can't give up the copyright. So they don't want. They're basically saying the Fillion has to get something else.
Well, has Fillion herself made a statement about all this yet?
I don't know.
I mean, what can you say about all this? Because she got caught with her pants down, dick and balls out, just fucking.
Maybe there's a George Floyd joke in there somewhere. I don't know.
Once again, I have to ask. You're making probably loads of money from streaming. Why haven't you just gotten a custom model made? I don't get it.
Did you open the door?
Did you have the shortcut, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the shortcut.
What we wouldn't get to be making enough off the streaming shit to just like, you know, have full-on models.
We should kill these guys. We should kill these guys.
On the level that they could.
Okay. Okay.
Cause they get those really like fancy ass like
Fuck.
supermodels made. Like what's his name? That one rigger.
Are you dead?
Yeah.
Who's always like. Who people
I
are always
think I'm-
like, you know,
I'm-
coming after. Kevin.
Kev? Yeah.
I think I'm getting frustrated.
We could get something done by fucking Kev if we had that kind of money. Like, jeez.
I'd still like to do this tonight, but I am getting a little frustrated, so I'll put my summon sign down.
Tell.
Hang in there, Akko. You can do it. I believe in you.
Here, let's just run past them. Fuck it. Yeah, let's just run past them. Just go straight to the boss.
Do you think your Guando will help you? Yes. Alien seems not all right upstairs. I'm not gonna be mean, but who knows?
I mean, you know, it seems like a lot of people in the VTuber space usually have like something going on mentally, like
Yeah.
autism or ADHD or whatever the fuck, right? It could be a cocktail mixture of any of that shit.
I got
So,
mental
they're-
retardation.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna deny it. But yeah, it could be like a weird cocktail of any of that sort of stuff. So it's like, you just never know. Maybe something in her brain's not letting her do the reasonable, rational thing, and instead, this.
I don't know.
This fucking debacle
All right, let's run.
that she's in now.
It's still
right?
just wild, dude. It's so wild. Like, again, I just... I don't know, man. I just don't get it. Okay, I have an idea. I'm gonna try to lure him, you back them. That way we just get these
I
guys
really
quick.
get it either.
I think, like, because of the internet, like, a lot of people that, like, really are not ready to deal with, like, a lot of money or, like, a lot of attention end up, you know, in situations like that.
That's how fucking IShowSpeed got like jumped by an entire mob in fucking Norway the other day.
Yeah, I saw that.
Because he didn't have the fucking presence of mind to think that he might want to bring some better security, being like the biggest Twitch streamer in the fucking world, right?
Is he the biggest?
I think maybe Kai Cenat.
I thought Kai was.
But he's definitely up there. He's like probably top 5 at this point. He's pretty massive. But yeah, and just like that whole thing is just fucking wild. I mean, to say nothing of the whole, to say nothing of the actual.
Let me skip it. Let me skip it so Akko can come in. Please. What's the button? What the fuck is the? Okay, good. You can.
Yeah. Saying nothing of the actual ethnic
Hi
makeup
there.
that he ran into in Norway.
Ow.
Not exactly.
What? The person outside hit me.
But that's a whole other matter. But yeah, like the thing.
Wait,
like,
wait, what?
Yeah, the guy outside the portal hit me.
Wait, what were you saying? Wait, what to?
No, what you said.
Oh.
That was also surprising though.
Oh yeah. So apparently, a lot of the there's a lot of pictures and videos that have come out of the crowd that was, jumping high show speed, and apparently a lot of them weren't quite as blonde-haired and blue-eyed as one would expect from Norwegians, of the natural-born variety. So there's been some conversations about.
All right, Ornstein is down.
About the immigration policy over there because of this whole incident, which is pretty funny actually.
Wait, does something happen to the other one when one of them dies?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Give it a second.
Oh, that's cool.
Volume, Jesus, what the fuck? I've had the game super quiet this whole time, and that just exploded in my ear. Why is that lightning so loud?
So one of them gets a
Fuck.
buff when the other one dies. I see. Oh,
Yeah.
does he get full health again?
Yeah, it's fine though.
Oh.
Yeah, though Smo's an asshole because he just.
I was honestly just even
smashes
distracted him
Ornstein.
because you seem like you had Ornstein figured out, so I was
I
just distracting
did.
him the whole time.
Ornstein is actually really easy by himself.
Oh, careful.
Yeah, they both are.
Not anymore, he's not.
I'm gonna be honest, I have no more healing. I'm gonna let you kind of just poke him for a moment.
Yeah, I got this.
You know, Smo's.
That was an
asshole.
oopsie?
He just straight up smashes Ornstein's fucking dead body. But like when Smo goes down first, Ornstein just like lays a hand on him. I think if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
And it was a lot gentler about it than Smo is. Smo's a fucking dick.
Well, Smo's an executioner, so it makes sense.
Yeah, still supposed to be friends. You know. And Ornstein didn't do Smo dirty when Smo dies first.
I don't think they are friends.
Are they not?
No.
Or I mean, they're not even the real Ornstein and Smo, to be fair.
Oh, they're not?
No.
Oh shit! I probably should have not mentioned that just yet. Whoops, my bad. Get in the Oracle. One hit. You got him.
Cool.
Yeah, that works.
That's cool.
I bet. Oh, you're fine. It seems that when I hear about Philly, it just seems the reason she's popular is almost because of some drama she causes. I don't think that's true. I do not believe that's true. I think she's popular because she's legitimately a cool person. I just think that the only reason why, if you're not a fan of her, the only time you're gonna hear about her is because of her drama. But I don't think that's why she's popular. All right, I have my thing back. So come near the flame.
Yeah, her
I'm
content
gonna
seems pretty
spend
cool
some
whenever I
souls.
watch it. And she seems like she's got pretty decent vibes. Like I like her vibes. Seems chill. This is just a big oopsie though. Big silly. Oh no, I never watch her. I just like see stuff of her, right? Like
Oh, I
pops my
gotcha.
feed pretty often, right? It's like I'll say for interaction with people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Raise chest. Imminent amazing chest. Yes.
All right, I've leveled up my
Oh, the
endurance.
Spanish. It's so good.
Oh, you've been smooth. Anytime you see my brilliantly you left me with my
Can you
Lord
summon?
Vessel.
Can you
I've
summon
now
the
worked in
knight
bonfires.
at the bonfire for this boss?
The what?
Can you summon
Maybe?
the Sun Knight?
I don't know.
if I didn't know better.
I don't know. I think it's still there.
Yeah. Well, let me know when you're near the bonfire.
Yep. I'm just talking to her real quick.
Oh, I've been invaded. Dark spirit, sexy waifu heart has been invaded.
Oh no, did you use the thing already?
I did, and I'm dead. They didn't even give me a chance.
Did you instantaneously die?
Yeah.
Fuck's sake. Yeah, that's why I did say maybe like don't use the I like how they turned away from you and then backstabbed. You gotta hate the fucking connection in this game, dude.
Seems less than ideal.
Did I just lose my humanity?
Yeah, you did.
Fuck's sake!
Yeah. Go on, maybe take a break, come back to this next time for the more clear headset.
Oh yes.
space. Yeah, that's a bit rough.
Oh.
Yeah, this is a really not fun area to be in.
Clearly.
Alright, chat.
Keep your chin up, Oko. You got it. You got it
I'm
next time.
fine. I just like that was the worst time And it happened. Who's live right now?
Boy.
Mario's live right now.
Back and my arm are killing me. My legs are killing me. Everything hurts, dude. Everything hurts. I hate fucking Ring Fit.
Okay.
Getting some exercise.
Chat. I hope you all have a fantastic night. I'll be back tomorrow where we're going to be playing the first Descendant with Siege. If you're a Warframer, you'll know who that is. I love you all.
I'm playing First Descendant too. Oh wait, so it's not a Warframe night tomorrow night?
No.
Oh. Do you already have a full squad for First Descendant?
I'll ask him if he's up to it. We'll see.
Oh.
Jeez.
I'm
All right,
just saying,
chat.
if you could use another hand, then I'll be around.
Yeah, I'll keep you in the know. All right, chat. You
Sounds
have a
good.
good night.